Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
ThaBoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just a body punching? I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Gibbs was crying when you hit him? When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
ThaBoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice, hashtag TBV podcast. It's another flagship edition. It's Thursday. We're back. We got a bunch of topics. First on the list, Manny Pacquiao is said to be in negotiations with Mile High Mike Alvarado. That's right. A comeback fight with Mile High Mike Alvarado. We'll give you our opinions on this comeback fight and, you know, whether or not it's a good one if it happens to come true. Hurd and Lara also both very vocal on social media, practically making this fight happen. And now it's said that this is also almost done deal. So we'll be bringing you this news as well. Can't forget about a very exciting light heavyweight matchup that we've been wanting on the HBO side. Sullivan Barrera, a guy that we went to see last year in Miami right before his last fight, is looking to take on Dmitry Bivol. We'll give you the details on that as well. I'm going to head on out to the Golden State, to the Hipster Hunter. Get this thing started.
ThaBoxingVoice Productions.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How do you feel about it?
Fuck that. Conor McGregor.
ThaBoxingVoice.com.
You know me, Lara. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rope into a knockout. When the main thing is, I just help the guy. I wish.
ThaBoxingVoice.com.
Yes, the hipsters here. Haters beware. And Manny Pacquiao, I'm assuming is going to get some hate for this, but I don't know because it's Pacquiao, and Pacquiao's been a fan favorite for so long. But this is a interesting breaking news that we have out of Ellie Setback and ES News. Lara versus Hurd in negotiations, according to Lara. And even, let's be honest, he's even saying to Hurd, you got the fight. You got it. So I don't know how far negotiations are for that one, but it seems that we're going to get that fight next for both gentlemen. Dmitry Bivol avoiding some VADA testing apparently against Sullivan Barrera. That's some, some gossip, some tea that we're gonna drink over here and sort of discuss, and obviously some maybe breaking news for Daniel Jacobs and Spike O'Sullivan. So can't wait to delve into that one and all the news of the week. Should be fun.
Come on back to the Garden State.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and most vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch is the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dippy. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up!
ThaBoxingVoice.com.
Yes, back. Talking boxing, what we love, and there's a lot of interesting fights that we're going to be talking about. Fights that I definitely want to see. The Lara and Hurd fight, that's a fight I want to see. Hurd did call out Lara right after that fight.
So you were born in America or Honduras?
Honduras.
Oh, so in Honduras they say Lara.
Yo, thank you for pointing that out. Thank you. I wanted to.
Hey, yeah, I put a little accent on it. He
you Americanized it. He's fighting Lara.
Yo,
he almost my man. Yo, be killing me, bro. Now, yo, Pacquiao and Alvarado, you think he gonna get heat for that? I mean, I don't know. You know,
actually don't think he'll get heat, Doomy.
He's on his way out. I think that's a good
He's
opponent.
coming off a loss. I mean, we're all victims of.
So we're gonna delve right into that.
I mean,
empathy.
And before we totally do, Bivol supposedly has been avoiding finishing up the contracts. You know, Barrera is saying that, you know, we're living in the 21st century. You know, a text, an email will do the job. Looks like they weren't counting on him maybe agreeing with the $10,000 cost fee for the testing. Who knows? But it definitely has Barrera, it seems like, on edge. Now he really wants to push for it because, you know, he feels as though Bivol is quote unquote running. But can't wait to talk about that because I would like to see that fight. Two strong fighters. And again, Barrera's not accusing him. He's not saying that he's a dirty fighter, but that, you know, the handlers of Bivol have been taking long to, you know, finish up the contract. And Maddie, you know, with the breaking news to me too earlier, Danny Jacobs versus Spike O'Sullivan. You know, it's going to be an interesting fight seeing that one too. Because
well, these are all rumors. None of this stuff is official.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be interesting to see the fight nonetheless, because you know, after seeing Jacobs perform against Triple G and Spike being somewhat of a, you know, forward fighter, I'd like to see what he does. You know, does he do him in, or does he get pushed back like he did with Triple G?
Well, let's see if we even remember to touch on that topic. There is a lot to talk about here. I'll see which one of you two hipsters will bring up Gary Spike Sullivan.
I mean, he has something going for the guy. It must be the mustache. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man. I hear you.
That piece of news is really only news because of Daniel Jacobs, not necessarily Spike O'Sullivan.
Sure. I mean, you're victim of falling for weak news, and we'll touch on that when we get to our fifth topic of the day, which kind of blankets all those weak topics Matt likes to scrounge up, and we'll discuss exactly what falls under that weak topic category later. Don't want to get off track. We're going to go down our topics, starting with hot button topic number 1. Alvarado from the Mile House City versus Manny Pacquiao. And I'll be honest with you, 5-10 years ago, I would have been upset, Matt. I would have been saying how Bob Arum, you know, this is what he's always doing. I mean, I could be saying I told you so now for all the people that call me, you know, PBC bias and how all that, well, everything, you know, it shows. All signs point to Bob being the one that is difficult to deal with. Why, you might ask yourself? Well, because Pacquiao, does he deserve a Alvarado type of comeback? Yeah. Yeah, so what, man? So what? I mean, fucking B-Hop fought Shumanov. Yes, Shumanov was in a better mental and physical state than probably Alvarado is at this moment, and he was a current some version WBA, but he was like a weak link, you know? And it's Pacquiao. We give guys like Garcia passes for Salkas and Vargases. And yes, not literal passes because they get some shit with it, but they're still getting those fights. People are still tuning in. And, you know, Pacquiao needs a confidence booster. I know that maybe my co-hosts are going to come from the stance. Matt is going to be like, well, I just want him done. He's over. Let him leave. Maybe I can see that too.
Why are you taking my talking points, man?
Because I can see that. I know that you're that guy. You're going to be that, you know, Pacquiao, I'm so over Pacquiao. I could care less. He shouldn't fight. Oh, he's done. And maybe you're right. But at the end of the day, all like people, I mean, Roy was on Instagram talking about he's coming back from what I heard. So, you know, and I mean, Jones.
Let's not forget Pacquiao. Pacquiao's still Pacquiao, man.
Yeah. Like, we got to give him that opportunity, Doomy, to see, can he get back on the horse?
I mean, apparently it's not in everybody's, you know, head right now that he's gonna make this crazy comeback. But we could definitely see him in another great Pacquiao performance, and I'm pretty sure a lot of Pacquiao fans are looking forward to that. You know,
his last fight was a great fight, to be honest.
If the rumor is true, and after his tune-up, he's going to face the winner of Horn as a cash out. He needs a tune-up. He can't go into Crawford, with
Yes,
nothing.
I completely agree there. And let me get my points off. My overall personal opinion is I don't want to see Pacquiao fight anymore. I think he's had enough damage there. But I'm going to put that to the side. I'm putting that to the side. I'm not discussing that anymore in the show.
I mean, how many times besides the Juan Manuel Marquez fight has he been really hurt? Like,
yo, he has had wars. What are you talking about? He has the Marquez, the Morales' fight.
I mean, no, I'm not saying he hasn't had,
he has had wars upon wars upon wars, and he's 39 years old. He's a guy of what, 50 fights? Over 50 pro fights, I'm assuming.
You know what? You might be right. He's been fighting since he was a little
young
teenager.
He's been fighting since he was 105 pounds. Like, let's just be honest here. But again, I'm putting that all to the side. I'm not discussing that anymore because that's only my personal opinion. I'm talking about the fight in general, the merits of the fight. I think the fight is perfectly acceptable. I think this is the exact fight you make for a Pacquiao coming off the Jeff Horn loss. And like you said, Ness, is the perfect tune-up fight to get him back in a Horn-Crawford situation. However, the fans are going to hate on this matchup. And I don't know why. Maybe they're over both gentlemen, but I'm sensing a lot of hostility, or maybe not hostility, maybe indifference. Maybe indifference is a better word. Overall indifference about this announcement. I'm seeing that on Twitter. I'm seeing that on YouTube live chat. I'm seeing this like, who cares mentality when it comes to this matchup. And that concerns me more than anything. I think Pacquiao should do just fine in this fight.
Yeah, but Matt, it was always like that. Think back to when they announced the Horn fight. It was like, who cares and who the fuck is that guy? It's always like that. As the fight gets closer, we tune in. The excitement is there. Think about the live fight for the Horn fight. It wasn't a bad one. So
they also had a country behind, using that term. Like Jeff Horn had a country behind him. I don't think Mike Alvarado even has the state of Colorado.
Yeah, but Pacquiao does. And he has a strong following too in his community too, Alvarado. So it's going to be a matter of for the true hardcore fans to see something. It's not like this is gaining attention. It's going to gain attention from a lot of people. Besides the fact that Pacquiao is who he is, but I expect a good fight nonetheless. And that as a hardcore, that's what I'm looking forward to, a good fight. Whether or not it's going to do good numbers and all that stuff, it might not have the attention it does because you got Pacquiao on his way out, and you got the other guy who's, he's not really steaming through in the social media or in front of the camera per se. He's not out there right now.
Would you rather have seen Pacquiao take that Jeff Horn rematch clause or take the Alvarado fight?
Honestly, bro, I'm pretty sure that I know Pacquiao could have beat Jeff Horn in a rematch if, Pacquiao would have really got, on his thing. I don't know how much Bob this is gonna get. How much more is he gonna get out of Pacquiao? I don't know. Is he gonna get a little bit more?
He could get 2 more fights. It was a 3-fight thing for Pacquiao. He wasn't supposed to lose the Horn fight. It was supposed to always be 2 easies and then Crawford.
So Horn is just a run flowing with the punches kind of thing.
Yo. Listen, the minute Bob offered Horn the deal, it was attached with a co-promotion. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be surprised that the opponent is Mike Alvarado. In-house. For my casual listeners, what does in-house mean, Matthew?
2 fighters under the same promotional or managerial banner.
And for my casual listeners, why would that be beneficial to a promotional company like Bob Arum and Top Rank?
When you co-promote an event, let's say it's Top Rank and Golden Boy, they have to split the revenue. If you want to keep the lion's share of the revenue, you have to do in-house fights.
I love it when we play seamlessly off each other that way. That was exactly what you needed to hear. These guys are always going to want to do what's in their best interest. God forbid Pacquiao loses to a Golden Boy fighter, Lou DiBella fighter, PBC fighter, TGB, whoever it is, and there's no options attached. All they did is get the torch passed to them, so to speak, And I guess I'll ask both of you guys quickly. Can there still be a torch? Like, does Alvarado get any shine if he somehow
No.
back and resurrects himself and gets a win off of Pacquiao?
No. You know
No, he does. He gets. Come on, we're still talking about Pacquiao, man.
No. But you have to understand, it's Pacquiao at this stage in 2018.
And you're right about that. He's on his way out.
Looks awful, and Alvarado beats him. And Alvarado, at best, is a gatekeeper.
Obviously, he's gonna get so many critics.
It's gonna be seen as a Ali sort of situation. Where
You know what is gonna depend on my.
Those fights are never looked at fondly.
Unless Alvarado beats him like decisively, he's not gonna get the credit that he would deserve beating the Pacquiao of old. You know, if Pacquiao takes it to the late rounds and it's a fight like that, it's just gonna be okay, another fight. And but if he takes him out, he might get some good shine.
Good point from our live fight chat here on youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice for this episode. Pittsburgh Brew, one of our boomerangs, said this same Pacquiao easily beat Jesse Vargas and Tim Bradley.
This isn't the same Pacquiao. This isn't the same Pacquiao. I'm sorry.
Why is that, Matt? Based off of what performance?
The Jeff Horn performance.
That
wasn't the same Pacquiao as the Jesse Vargas fight.
But wait a minute, Matt. I mean, Jeff Horn was a guy you picked to win.
No, I didn't.
Won.
I didn't pick him to win.
You did?
No, he was a huge underdog. That was an upset of.
You were the only one that even knew who Jeff Horn was on this panel.
Well, that's usually the case when it comes to a unknown fighter. That I'm the only one that knows him on this panel, but that doesn't mean I picked him to win. I didn't pick Julius Ndongo to beat Crawford just because I knew who Julius Ndongo was. Come on. But that was upset of the year, and Pacquiao looked like shit, and he got beat the fuck up in that fight. That didn't look like the same Pacquiao. And let's be honest, even Timothy Bradley retired after that Pacquiao fight. What version of Timothy Bradley was that? Let's just be honest here about the fighters we get in these fights.
Look, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but I think the whole Bradley situation was a different story. Bradley signed a Top Rank and was given that good route. He was given that nice route after the Ruslan. They treated him, look, after Ruslan, it was like, whoa. And it wasn't supposed to go down that way. Herrera beat Ruslan. But look, whatever. Pacquiao, Alvarado. I guess in closing, where do you want it to happen? Should this be a Pacquiao fight in the Philippines, back in China somewhere where Bob can make some good money? Should they take it to Colorado, where, Pacquiao draws everywhere? Alvarado's best draws have been in Colorado. Eighths of weed are only $15, so I'm saying to Colorado just in case anybody. I know Vegas has rec too, but they're not 15th.
Quick question: is you said how many fights is Pacquiao attached to in his contract? How many he has left over?
Well, no, the article states that he had wanted 3 fights. It was supposed to be like 3 easy, no, not 3 easy, but 3 money fights, and he ruined it with the Horn by losing.
So he has technically two, according to the article.
2 more, but the last one we all know is Crawford.
So where do you think they're going to take this fight? To Macau? I don't think they're going to fight in the Philippines.
I mean, I'm really just throwing darts at the wall with locations. There's no information, or is there, Matt?
I know the location that's being reported by ES News is Mexico.
Mexico?
Yes. Which
That's right.
You always hear about Mexico.
I did see that.
You always hear about big fights happening in Mexico. They never happen.
I know. Why do they never happen? Because Mexico gets other sports, though. Other sports go down there. Like, somehow they make it happen.
That's true. Like, the NFL just went to Mexico for the first time in a bit. Obviously, like, soccer is huge in Mexico, so you get, like, MLS games in Mexico sometimes.
I can't believe that the source... See, if it wasn't Ellie, I would be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like Manny Pacquiao versus Alvarado in Mexico. How does that sound? Say it out loud 3 times, looking in the mirror. See if you won't want to smack yourself.
It's a joke. It's not happening. Like, that's somebody just saying something. Maybe the fight is real, but that location's not real. It's a Vegas fight. It's a LA fight, or it's a Doomsday product. Macau, China. You go back to that well. Even though you lost Zhu Shiming because he
Nah, that was a joke.
Macau's
that
huge,
was,
man.
that was a joke off the last show. You remember what? Well, but seriously speaking, though, does Pacquiao still have the drawing power to get us to Mexico City?
No,
That's what they said, right? It was Mexico City.
I'm not going to Mexico City for this.
Well, I'll tell you what, they respect them enough in the boxing. You know, the boxing culture in Mexico is really, you know, it goes
Mexicans will
deep.
show up, of course.
Mexicans show up.
We're gonna
And let me tell you, what? Are you crazy, man? You well know that the Philippine fans that follow Pacquiao follow him everywhere. Why not Mexico City?
Yo, and wait a minute. We're talking about a guy whose last fight was in Australia. Is it really far-fetched now for his next fight?
Australia is much closer to the Philippines than fucking Mexico.
Dude, it was at like 6 in the morning, bro. It was at 6 in the morning for us.
You don't understand the geographic difference. Like flying to Australia from the Philippines is like a 2-hour flight.
I hear you, bro.
Flying to Mexico from the Philippines is a 24, 26-hour flight. Very different economic situation there.
Yo, remember the Kazakhstanian people that we saw coming through for Triple G in Las Vegas, bro? The fans will travel.
Yeah, speaking of fans traveling, really quick from the YouTube live chat, Rob Lee 73 says, Ness, you're crazy. Yes. And I'm going to just assume little nip means Pacquiao still has pulling power. So I don't know. I guess he means they will go to Mexico City.
If he has a pulling power, you don't go to Mexico City. You go to Vegas and you get.
There's a nice offer. They ain't got an offer. You just can't.
Come on, there's no nice offers coming out of Mexico. They would have had Canelo down there.
NFL
They would have had Canelo down there.
Doggy, they just got NFL. That's probably one of the richest sports, bro. You got to have bank to get NFL. Stop it. And they got ESPN as the cable provider. But enough time on Pacquiao. Time to move on to Jarrett Hurd, who in 2016 was a prospect, undefeated, now is a champion, calling out champions, showing, if not anything else, Matt, durability, the way that he's able to absorb his opponent's punches and then come on late.
He's definitely passed the test for durability. That's never been a question.
Yeah, but I don't mean durability in a traditional sense, because remember, he's been showing us that he's more of a I'm gonna outlast you type of guy.
Like he's a Ruslan with some style.
I really don't know how to, pinpoint it just yet, but
like the ability to walk through shit and deliver your own offense regardless of what your opponent is throwing at you. Jarrett Hurd.
I mean, how long could you?
The simplest thing I can say is he's gonna take some shots until
I don't know if he wants
to you out later rounds.
I don't know about taking Lara's left hand too many times, man. He was able to take punches from Tony Harrison and other guys, you know what I mean? But as you move up the ladder with these guys that really know how to throw their punches, man, and how long can you last just coming forward and being known as that guy that's quote unquote durable? We know that that's not really good for the longevity of the fighter. So I hope he has a different game plan going in with Lara.
Does Lara really have significantly more power than Austin Trout?
Yes, he does. And his left hand.
And I'm not sure, man. I've
seen a lot of hit guys with the left hand and put him out, and that's what he's known for. I'm not just picking out
what he's known for. That is not what he is known for.
Listen, if you ask anybody that knows boxing about styles and what he does, come on, Matty. What's Lara's punch? What is he known for?
Did you watch Lara's last fight?
Yes, I did. Now, stick to the subject. What is Lara's best punch?
To the subject, because
what's Lara's best punch?
His last fight is exactly what he's known for.
And what is he known for?
12-round boring decisions where he's
there you go. You're going along with the same sad story. He's boring. Come on. We're talking about the style and what he's good at. He's good at throwing the left hand.
But he doesn't throw it often.
Yes, he does, man.
He throw a left hand 3 times around and expect you to win.
I'm not talking about winning. I'm telling you about his punching power in his left hand. You know what I mean? He does run a lot.
Listen. Let me jump in here with you because Doomy, he hasn't demonstrated power in that left hand since the Angulo fight. Matt, what fucking year was that?
And we're not counting the fight where he fought the Jewish rabbi, whoever he was. We're not counting that one.
Jewish rabbi.
We're not counting that one.
What was that?
He's talking about what is his name? I forgot.
Yuri Foreman.
Yeah, Yuri Foreman.
So I mean, we're not counting those.
Listen, Lara is 34 right now. He'll have a birthday in April. And he has a decent resume. In retrospect, all these names are decent guys. You have to be a decent guy. You got to be at least a B- fighter to beat all these names on his resume. Let's just be honest.
Lara's extremely skilled.
If you're not a B- or above, you will easily lose to Lainez. You will easily lose to Ishe. You will absolutely lose to Saul and Austin Trout. You know, those are decent names. Paul Williams in his prime, Lara fought him. Some of you haven't even heard of Paul Williams. That's how long Lara's been fucking boxing, bro. It's crazy. That Paul Williams fight, it was in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, God. I've been doing well. But I'm kind of with you. I'm not saying he's boring. I've just been doing this so long that I was there when he was a prospect.
Again, I'm not saying I think he's boring, but that is what he is known for.
No,
the perception of Lara
Matt,
is that
you don't have to. You don't listen. It's all right. It's all right. I'll take the heat. I'll take the heat. At this point, we don't want to see the type of performance that happened with Gaché, and we don't want to hear the interviews that Gaché was the one reluctant to fight. Because when Canelo tells us that you didn't know how to fight and you chose to run, we tell him we don't want to hear that, and he needs to learn how to cut the fucking ring off. So fighters shouldn't make excuses. Fighters fight. That's just the bottom line. And Hurd is a good fight for him because it's a fight that's going to push Lara. He's going to have to dig deep and go into that metaphorical well again. I wish this was Pee-wee. Remember Pee-wee's Playhouse? I'm showing my age here, but so what? Remember every time they would say a word, the whole fucking clubhouse goes crazy? That's what we need to do now with that specific word because it's become that thing. It's just like, you know, the well. Ah! But anyway.
Matt, you think this fight, you think Lara's gonna get the do what he normally does?
What does he normally do?
No, according to what Matt's been saying, you know, boring fight. You think the Hurd is gonna allow him to do that?
No, Lara's style isn't. He's not gonna be allowed to dictate the pace in this fight. Hurd is taller, longer, younger, and thus far has showed us he can take shots and he has magnificent stamina.
Hurd's walking through whatever Lara throws at him.
He's coming on late, bro. And he's walking through punches.
Lara may be able to outbox him and win rounds and win decision. Absolutely. But Lara doesn't have the type of power to knock out Jarrett Hurd.
Or does he? That's the thing. When he goes into that metaphorical well, is he going to be able to pull out another Angulo moment?
He's only done
hurt.
Who's hurt? Hold on. He's only done that to B and C level fighters. He's never done that to a potential A.
Okay, but Jarrett Hurd has only beat Austin Trout. We can't put him on that level yet. Austin also was on, you know, so far it's showing that Austin is on the decline. We don't know if he's can turn it around because I know he's pitching a comeback on social media, and I'm with you. Me and Trout go back. Wow. He's a real one, like Keith Thurman would say. He is.
That's my boy, man.
He's not the type that, you know how there's a meme out there of Sergio Martinez like, yo, when I won the Cotto fight, I mean, when I won this fight, the Chavez fight, I had 1,000 missed calls. When I lost the Cotto fight, I had 0. Trout ain't like that. When he beat the Cotto fight, his number ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? So Trout's a real one, but on a decline, we don't know. We got to see what Jarrett Hurd continues to do moving forward because remember, Tony Harrison, even though we gave him plenty of skills for his boxing ability, we questioned his chin. So is Jarrett Hurd as good as you think, Matt? Or is this boxing promotion at its motherfucking best, man? Stay woke.
No, I think he's meeting Lara at the perfect time and is the perfect style matchup.
And isn't that boxing promotion? Isn't that Manny Pacquiao, Alvarado?
Well, that is perfect promotion, but it could also be true that Hurd's going to beat Lara. Like it could be perfect promotion and say, hey, like this is the style matchup that we have here, and we're gonna sell it through this, blah blah. But it still is true.
Definitely.
Sometimes promoting can be true.
So buy or sell. We got it because we're spending too much time on there. Buy or sell. Do you guys want this fight to happen? Yay.
Yes, absolutely.
You get a yay.
I get a yay. All right. Bivol Barrera. I'm not really, I don't even know why. Was it? I don't know why. I don't care about this fight. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Who did Bivol beat to make him the man?
I mean, he hasn't beat nobody known, really.
And then there's this ridiculous call, Frotch quote about Ward and Bivol, and how Frotch says that he thinks Bivol is the reason Ward retired. Frotch, you're bitter. A bitter, not old man, because he still looks ridiculously good in his age. He's doing well as a commentator for Sky Sports. His salt and pepper looks good on him, but Ward whooped your ass with one hand, and you haven't been able to get over it ever since. You've been trying to shame him any way you can, and it's never going to work because you have to do that in the ring. As far as Bivol, he has to do something in the ring as well. So now that I hear that this isn't about a fight actually happening, instead a fight not being able to happen because he or his team haven't signed up for VADA, is that what this is about?
That is what Sullivan Barrera is alleging.
Oh, claim. So this is not even. You love these rumor mills.
Again, it is the early part of 2018. It is a slow news cycle this week.
It actually isn't. You know what we could be talking about? A very interesting conference call that took place today. Let's just shift, because unless you want to add something to this Bivol Barrera basura.
No, I don't want to add anything to it.
Right. But since we've been throwing around Spanish, right? Let me see if I can get this off in.
So we're gonna skip the breaking news that TBV potentially has. Come on, man.
What breaking news do we potentially?
Jacobs versus Spike Sullivan. Like we never even spoke on it really.
Yo, we got plenty of topics. We still got Jacobs right there. We were filling in for the Barrera.
Okay.
That all. And since we were talking,
I'm just making sure.
Since we were speaking a little bit of Spanish, I was gonna do a shameless plug for Ruthie's Pasteles de Masa de Yuca Pollo Cerdo. The vegetarian one. She's a hit. She is. After I said it one time, Matt, 3 people asked for that phone number. That's a lot though for one live read. That's pretty good. People actually like Pasteles. I mean, look, it's a Spanish thing, so that's why you're sitting there with this weird look on your face.
I have no idea what you're saying.
I know. It's a Spanish thing, but we have, I guess, a pretty decent Latino, or I guess, is it, Doomy, would it be considered just Latino? Do you blanket it that way, or do you have to say like
Latino and Spanish?
I mean, Latino and Caribbean, because pastelitos is everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Because I felt like it was a different part of the Latin culture.
Pasteles is
Pasteles is more a Dominican, Puerto Rican thing, no? Or do you guys fuck with Pasteles too?
Ignorant question right here. So you guys do not consider, Dominican or Puerto Rican as Latin?
Yeah, that is Latin. Latino, period.
Blanket under the Latin. That's what iTunes does.
Like Jamaica isn't Latin. That's Caribbean.
That's Caribbean. So Latin Caribbean, yeah.
Like Cuba is.
Jamaica's Caribbean though. They're not Latin.
Okay.
But they still got that rhythm though. We all got that, you know what I mean? That Ibbian.
Caribbean rhythm, yeah.
We got that Ibbian in us. But anyway, don't forget to contact Ruthie's for your dozen pateles, 25 a dozen, and they deliver. But check this. This is where she's gonna get me her Instagram, because this thing is blowing up for her. God bless her heart. They deliver all the way to New Jersey, Connecticut, and New York. That's fucking crazy. Next thing you know, that dude Marcus from Profit is going to be investing in this.
Yo, you gotta cater that.
No, that's huge, yo. That's that's a tri-state area. This is some big shit. I didn't know. Ruthie's Pasteles de Masas. You could get them in yuca, chicken, pollo, all that good shit. Even vegetarian. 347-293-6657. Don't forget that number, 347-293-6657. 5'7", cheap plug. So, all right, I was on the conference call. I want you to head on over to our YouTube channel, or you could go to theboxingvoice.com/videos. Check out the conference call. I posted it up. And the conference call I'm speaking of is Marcus Brown, Adam Wanaki. Matt, go ahead.
I just said what conference call, because I don't think you ever stated what the conference call was.
Today's conference call was with Javier Fortuna, Robert Easter Jr. I really wish Matt would have been on there since you like Easter so much. But I really turned it up. It was cool.
Yeah, I was listening. I was on the chat.
Oh yeah, you were on there?
Yeah, because
no. You're talking about the show that I did with Hector Bermudez, the trainer of Javier Fortuna. After that, at 2:00, hashtag always working. There was a conference call. And all the journalists, reporters were on. I went on. I was about 3 reporters after Dan Rayfield, and I got a little bit of time to talk with both Robert Easter and Javier Fortuna. I asked some pretty good questions. I made it late for the Marcus Brown, Adam Wanaki part, but I'm excited about this January 20th card. And since you feel that there is no news, why not speak of the first big fight of the year? Because let's be honest, is there another big fight that you can mention in January? Even February.
Peterson?
Huh?
Spence Peterson?
That's on the undercard, bro. What are you talking about? We're talking about Spence Peterson.
What was Spence Peterson on the media call?
Well, this is the undercard. Everyone on the undercard.
I didn't hear the words undercard media call. I didn't hear that word. My bad. My bad.
I mean, I don't want to say undercard. Sometimes I feel like undercard is almost like could be taken, like even maybe some fighters don't like being labeled as the undercard. You know what I mean? I know it's a traditional word, but it's
I see.
To be fair, these guys are technically the main card because they're on the televised portion, from what I know. So technically speaking, this is the main card media call. But
the reason I'm even bringing it up, guys, is because you got the feeling from being on this call that even though as a hardcore like yourself, Matt, you might despise the name in which Marcus Brown is fighting. And the opponent, Adam Wanaki, is fighting. It's 2 guys you never heard of. I mean, you probably heard of Marcus's Brown opponent because David Benavidez had a controversial win in Barclays Center over this guy at 68. Wanaki, on the other hand, I have no clue who he's fighting. No clue. But what I'm going to say is I got the sense, and kind of being in the business so long, you see the blueprint, and it seems like this is that fight that Al gives you, right? Like, all right, so there must be some mythical, and that's probably the wrong word. There must be some, all right, hypothetical is probably a wrong word. Let's just go straight out. There must be a budget somewhere, right, Matt? And it's like, all right, I got to give these fighters a certain amount of money. But some fights are more dangerous than others, or they deserve more money than others. So you mix in a Samuel Vargas before a Keith Thurman. And you mix in this fancy Netiltu before the winner of Badu Jack, Adonis Stevens. Because for a up-and-coming Olympian prospect, and I'm using air quotes because, you know, we had a show with Marcus Brown being prospect of the year, and I felt he's already a contender. Prospect/contender. A loss, especially by knockout, to Adonis Stevenson, who could possibly still be the champion at that time, could be detrimental. You might not bounce back. You know, some fighters take a long time to come back from a knockout. And look at Peterson. I mean, not Peterson. Look at Peter Quillen, an enormous friend of the show. We would have never thought 5 years ago Quillen wouldn't be able to bounce back from a Daniel Jacobs knockout, a man who himself bounced back from a knockout, but it took 5 years. So again, knockouts are serious. So these no-name fighters that we start to criticize, I'm starting to piece it together. And I think, and this is all just me, hypothetical theory, while being on this call and listening to the answers. And that's what I'm saying. Go back and listen yourself, you know? And that's just my theory.
So is there a question in what you said? Because at first you started out with a question about the economics of like an event and being able to Like you have to have fighters fight these fights because of the economics, right? That's what you were getting.
I don't think I ever went in through the economics. Well, yeah, I guess what you're saying is the money. Yeah, because I think there is like a cap.
You said that. At the very beginning, you said that.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah, because I think there's like a cap on the per fight salary. So they have to do it in a 2-fight deal. You know what I'm saying?
Not a cap per se, like the
maybe
state.
an IRS cap, bro. Maybe they need to write it off that way so that the fighter doesn't get taxed as much.
It's not about that. I think it's purely about the economics of an event. Like you can only get so much revenue, gross revenue from an event. And they have, very smart people that are doing the numbers, sort of hypothesizing what the revenue will be with these guys on the card paying them this much. They have those accountants there. All these major promoters do. So I'm assuming that's more about what it is. Like, hey, we have an event on this date. We have a schedule for Showtime. Showtime is giving us this amount of money. The site fee is this much, blah, 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 blah. And it's more of that reason as to why we get these fights, so to speak, maybe. So and also just good promoting. You want your fighters to fight subpar competition sometimes and get some good confidence boosting finishes.
So here's a little more info. Oh, sorry about that. Here's a little more info as to why, right? Like if you go through the rankings, who else would Marcus have fought other than Bivol fight, right? Because that's the one he pulled out of, right? Or was it was Badu pulled out the Bivol. Marcus pulled out of what?
It would be the Adonis fight because wasn't he the mandatory? Did he become the mandatory after the Thomas Williams fight?
No, so maybe it wasn't Marcus. Maybe it was just Badu Jack. But if you go down the rankings, Adonis is in with Jack.
Excuse
me?
It might have been better beef.
Okay. Kovalev is in with some dude we never heard of. Barrera is in with the guy we were just discussing, Bivol. That's who it was. It was a mandatory or some sort of eliminator with Alexander Goldek or some whatever. Come on, help me out here. You know this guy. It's your boy.
Alexander Vajdik, who I believe is fighting.
If you Google Vajdik, I bet you there was something between the two, and right away that shit got turned to shit. But all right, now obviously they didn't want to go that route. Okay, and look, as a contender / prospect, you are still able to do that. You don't have to go a certain route yet. This is your. You see the way Earl Spence did it, and he was thorough. He said, "No, why would I worry about Sean Porter or keep? I'm the IBF mandatory." Go ahead.
Very quickly, the WBC sanctioned Adonis Stevenson versus Badu Jack and Elderly Alvarez versus Alexander Vajdik.
When was that? That was just like a couple days ago, and place I wanted to go, and you told me it was dangerous.
The region is dangerous, but yes, Uzbekistan,
right? So no, that just came out like a day ago. No. You got to Google a little further back. It's not important anyway, but you can find it if you want. Believe me, those two names were attached.
Oh, they were. Him and Brown.
Yes, but again, Joe Smith, jaws broken, recovering. So like, there's really nothing there for Marcus. Only tough fights, right? That are not title shots. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you could fight Gazdic and you could fight Better Beef for no belts. Or you could fight Adonis or Badu, who are easily as tough, and the fight fans will then say, oh, well, he ain't fight Ghazi, but he's fighting Badu Jack, or the winner of Badu Jack Adonis Stevens. Starts to make sense, right?
In October, the WBC ordered an eliminator between Vajdik and Marcus Brown. Obviously, that
fucking memory is crazy. My girlfriend would only wish I could remember half the relationship shit that I can about boxing. That's all off cap, bro. All off cap. I don't fucking, yeah. Oh shit, look, Derek James is free. That's super late and awkward because he doesn't even know we're live and shit. So we could easily get him on because I got some fucking bullets to fly. But yeah, we were talking Brown, and then the other guy was Adam Wanaki. And the same thing happens with Wanaki in the heavyweight division, I promise you. It's even worse there. There's really no one for him to fight except the no-name to remain undefeated while then you get that title shot. And let me tell you, once Deontay beats Luis Ortiz, if he doesn't go straight into negotiations, because big negotiations fail, we're going to be talking about Anthony Joshua having 3 belts, 4 belts really, or 5, whatever, and waiting only for Deontay's. That's not going to be an easy fight to put together. The Brazils and the Wanakis of the world are going to be called upon, and especially when in Uzbekistan, WBC just made it clear that Deontay is free and clear to have voluntaries because he handled his mandatories. And let's not forget to talk about actually some more Deontay Wilder news. A lot of shit happening with Deontay that we need to discuss. One good thing that you and I discussed, which was reality TV, he aired yesterday.
Did you watch it?
The other good thing is all publicity is good publicity, but it's kind of a political thing, which is your angle. His wife was a victim of racism in 2018, and she had it all captured on Instagram Live, and it's a story, shameful, but something to talk about. So yeah, you were gonna say.
Did you see the episode of
I have about 15 minutes left. I'm actually, but look, you see, you may not enjoy it. I come from I'm what you call, like, I'm a dad, bro. So like I'm home watching women's shows. Like any married man.
I'm a dad. I'm just not married.
That's what I'm saying. But I went to married, right? And I'm not married either anymore, but I'm basically am with her, right? So it's like you give your woman that quality time. So you end up watching some Housewives. So this is right up my alley. So it wasn't bad at all to me. And it was pretty cool. I mean, he whipped out all the fucking toys. He ain't playing. He wants to make his wife look badass in this show. He came through in the Lamborghini, and it wasn't OD. I'm gonna have to call my best friend and tell me because it's a rare black Lamborghini. And then he also showed up in the fucking Bentley, and it's another one too. It's not the coupe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, wait. The Phantom in the Bentley is different. So yeah, that's why it's another one. Okay, so he's got a Phantom in Alabama, but in Atlanta, he's got a Bentley. And yeah, I mean, look, he's pulling out no stops, right? And they have him interacting with football players like you wanted. So it may work. Hopefully there's some residual popularity there, and it'll help him in the negotiation table.
And
but
just for the record, very quickly, if anyone's on social media that's a boxing fan, I'm assuming that you follow Adrian Broner. Look who he was with all throughout New Year's Eve. Look at all of the A-list celebrities and musicians that he was hanging out with on New Year's Eve. That shit helps. It absolutely does. There's a reason.
I don't know how much it helps though, Matt. I'm gonna be honest with you here because, right, like,
there's no way we can know. There's no way we can know how much.
Right, like, I am inner city, so I'm already hip hop influenced. So yeah, I know these guys, but I don't really know these guys. Like, you think I heard a fucking Uzi Zert song or Uzi Ert?
But you're also 39 years old.
I'm not 39. Excuse you.
38. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. Look at
I got 1 year off.
Look what these guys are wearing, bro. All right, so me being 39 in your eyes gives you somehow better judgment when the music
is not for a.
Wait a minute. The music you're listening to, the dude's wearing a Skittle dreadlocks.
Yes. Yes.
Come on.
And again, there are more 20-year-olds than 30-year-olds at this point in the nation.
Doggy. No, there are more stupid, scissor and molly popping youngsters that listen to Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
Yo,
Gucci Gang.
Don't mix Lil Uzi Vert with okay. Lil Uzi Vert has some talent.
Yo, they all trash. They all trash.
Respect Lil Uzi Vert.
Yo, my era is the Muhammad Ali of boxing and rap. Yo, stop it.
Well, of course it is the 90s. The 90s was the golden age of rap. Come on.
Anyway,
no one is disputing that.
No, because I mean, for you to say that, because listen, we got to go back to the topic.
Hold on.
Popularity off some weirdo rappers, like those dudes are weird.
Ness, do you know who Sway Lee is?
Yeah, I know him. That was the only one, and he looks like a weirdo. What the fuck has he got on his head? He looked like a straight weirdo.
You gotta respect Sway Lee, man.
I seen every picture Broner posted. Look, they both look like listen, they both look like widows. I don't give a fuck what generation we in and what era you think is popping. Them choker chains these grown ass men is wearing is straight fucking whack.
I do got a little problem with that. I do got a small problem.
I completely agree with that, but they are major.
Dudes running around half naked with choker chains, and you think they pop?
They are stars, regardless of.
Go put your shirt on.
They are stars.
Bitch, I'm a rock star.
Go put your shirt on.
Those are wearing blouses, man. Like people are wearing shit now. You can't. Dude, Young Thug was wearing a dress. Like, come on.
Who?
Young Thug was wearing a dress, and Young Thug's a superstar.
Doggy, see, nobody in my age bracket will call Young Thug a superstar. First of all, isn't he like closet? He closet. He ain't even come out yet.
He has a wife and kids.
But he's closet. There's never been more rumors about a rapper being gay than for Young Thug. Plus, he got punched in Ohio when Adrian Broner walked him out. I mean, who respects him? Let's be real. And he's like isn't he also a gangbanger too?
I think a lot of people like Young Thug.
Oh, okay.
Young Thug's a superstar.
I don't know. We're going way off topic because we got to bring it all back. All I'm saying is these type of rappers that don't have any legacy in the game, that 5 years from now, no one will remember the Uzi Erts, the Gucci gangs, and the Young Thugs. They'll be forgotten. Their names will never be Nas, Jay-Z. So Adrian Broner taking pictures with them doesn't do much. Well, now, like Drake, let me tell you what the difference is. A name like Drake, right? Gervonta Davis attached himself to him, had a couple of weekend flings with him, got a couple of merchandise from him, and his Instagram is way more popping. Okay? No, let me finish. He gets way more interaction, which is at the end of the day, dollars. Dollars make sense. Instagram pays these dudes. You know it, I know it. And if your page has interaction, they are in love with you. And Gervonta gets more likes on his picture than Adrian Broner, okay? And Adrian Broner's taking pictures with 100 celebrities at a time, but they all on that level. They on that 5 years from now, nobody heard of you level. That Pleasure P level, nigga. Grind with me. Do you remember him? No.
Of course.
That's my point.
Grind with me.
Everyone remembers that song. Secondly, I don't think anyone's arguing that these stars are the same level of stars as Drake. Everyone knows that. But not everyone's a Drake. So maybe you can't be seen with a Drake all the time. But get seen with someone, because all of these rappers and stars are bigger than the fighters. We all know that. Regardless of what you may think, they are bigger than the fighters. So it's smart to be seen with people that are bigger than you.
Nah, you're right, man. I just wanted to give the show a little bit of spice.
Yeah.
Sugar and spice, everything night. Nah, you're absolutely wrong. Them rappers whack.
Yo, you love Young Thugs. Get out of here.
Yo, listen, Sway Lee, though, didn't we use him for the mannequin challenge too?
No. Well, yes, we did. Yes, we did. The mannequin. And then, of course, your favorite song.
Yeah. But that's featuring Montana. You know what I'm saying?
Montana's in 8 bars. He's in 6 bars. He doesn't count. That's a Sway Lee song. That's a Sway Lee song. Absolutely. Get the fuck out of here.
He only does a fucking hook. Beat it.
Yo, but that's all the song is the hook. But
nah. I don't even remember that song no more. That's how old it is. Oh my God. Somebody actually wrote something. Pleasure P is convicted. Oh my God.
Yo, what?
Yo, is he really? Stop it. They just made a new reality show with Pleasure P. You better stop lying like that.
Yo, but to be fair, nowadays I wouldn't be surprised if he got convicted for pedophilia.
Adrian Broner is way more popular than who? Marshall High. Finish your sentence.
Maybe he's too high.
Oh, he said Davis is buying followers and likes. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, that could be true. Just putting it out there. You can buy followers. You can.
Oh man, who the freak?
Every celebrity's gone caught with that. Every celebrity's gone caught with that. Come on. Whenever any of these social media outlets purge bots and purge these accounts, all these celebrities' followers drop by hundreds of thousands, if not millions at times. Come on.
Doggy, first of all, these fighters don't have the time.
Yo, but Mayweather has the time.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We going in the well. That metaphorical well. Ah! Yo, so we're going to go now to your boy Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You introduce this topic.
Well, he was excited about this one.
Well, I love when TBV can break a little bit of news, you know, an unnamed source in one of these guys' camps we cannot say because we were told not to say. But I can definitely attest personally that this source is credible. This source is extremely close to one of these camps. They are in negotiations for this fight. And as a topic we brought up earlier about in-house fights, this is an in-house fight. And the economics of this fight could make sense. So,
wow. So Gary O'Sullivan is with Eddie and not with Frank Warren?
Ooh.
Because Frank Warren is with Billy Joe Saunders, and they were pitching on HBO that the Sullivan-Saunders rematch would have been easy to make. And Saunders himself tweeted out that he would love to fight O'Sullivan, but he would definitely whoop his ass.
I'll be completely honest. You could be right. I just went off the dome right there, and I thought he was signed with Matchroom. But again, I could be wrong. Because one of our UK correspondents mentioned Matchroom with Spike O'Sullivan.
Denied.
I may have to look into that. But I mean, hey, if you're signed with a UK promoter, you want to fight UK guys. It does make sense. Spike O'Sullivan is
I don't know that my boy Daniel Jacobs, BK boxing ambassador himself for the Brooklyn Barclays Center, signed to Matchroom USA to start fighting in the UK.
I didn't say in the UK. I never said those words. I said fight UK guys.
I don't know. And let's be real. Let's go down your road, because I would love to go down your road. I mean, because, you know, at this point, they all hate me. Let them fucking hate me. Because you're going to tell me you're going to get a 6-fight fucking deal with HBO. Your first one is Luis Aries, and now you're going to fight Gary Spike Sullivan?
You have 6 fights.
Is it O'Sullivan? Is it O'Sullivan, or is it just Sullivan?
I honestly have no idea. I think we just keep saying O'Sullivan.
It's O'Sullivan.
Your source is gonna chop your hands off. I'm telling you. He's like, yo, I heard the show. Really? You don't know if it's O'Sullivan or Sullivan?
It's O'Sullivan, bro.
I mean, we have been saying O'Sullivan.
FYI, Matt, I know who's your source. So he's really gonna be like, really?
I'm sorry, source. I'm sorry. But again, I think this makes sense. If you're HBO, this is, I'll put it this way. If you're HBO, this is an in-house fight. Because Spike O'Sullivan
because everybody's like in that. No. Again, if Warren's not under that banner, Warren got lucky. But again, he has Billy Joe Saunders. They'll probably want to do business. And yes, Pittsburgh Brewers saying Spike O'Sullivan is with Frank Warren, isn't he?
Yes. I believe Frank Warren has some sort of HBO relationship. I don't know if it's an outright deal, but there definitely is a relationship there.
I don't know if it's a relationship.
Have been on HBO, have they not?
Let's say this. There is definitely business between Billy Joe Saunders, that title, and HBO. So, okay. But how does that work for Sullivan? I mean, look, they had him on air. They spoke highly of him. So, all right, let's live in your world. Let's live in your world. Let's live in your world, and HBO approves this type of fighter.
They would.
That's not the question. The question is, are you, Matthew, and you generalizing for the public or thinking for the public, because they'll answer once we go to the callers, is this fight acceptable?
For me, it is acceptable.
Pull up the rankings first of all, because maybe everyone's tied up. Maybe. Could that be it?
It is one of those situations where a lot of people are getting tied up. I mean, obviously, Canelo, Triple G are in the middle of negotiations for the rematch in May.
I mean, it's easier to make a fight. You know, I mean, are they? How close is the Matchroom boxing with the Warren promotion?
They have worked together in the past. They do not work together all the time.
That shit is like Golden Boy and Top Rank, bro.
So it's like, you know, it's easier to work with. I'm pretty sure that, you know, they're probably just trying to keep the fighters active, and that's the easiest negotiation.
All right, let me throw out some names here. See, this is what they really need to do. They need to hire the services of Jamal Charlo. Get that Charlo fucking Jacobs fight popping. Excuse me.
I don't think they want a tough fight until a title shot. I don't think they want to fix a Charlo or Saunders till they get a Triple G.
Yeah, well, if they're looking to profile Rays, he didn't get the stoppage over Aries, did he?
No, he did not.
Damn. If they're looking to profile Rays, these are the types of fights you want to get, you know, stoppages, but they're not coming. But here we go. Saul Canelo Alvarez, Kingpin. due to cash cow status, popularity, and arguably he won the fight. Gennady Golovkin, demigod, possibly the number one, depending on who you speak to, that scored the fight. Daniel Jacobs somehow gets Hercules status because he did well versus Golovkin. And then Jamar Charlo, who is getting, he's getting like celebrity status, moving up in the division and being propped above bigger names, more established names.
Shout out to BoxRec.
You know, Billy Joe Saunders.
BoxRec should definitely sponsor TBV.
Demetrius Andrade, Sergey Derevchenko. And those two names, Demetrius and Sergey, very vocal. And shout out to Daniel Jacobs' manager, not Al Heyman, but Keith O'Connelly, is the same manager of Sergey Derevchenko and pushing hard for a Demetrius Andrade fight. They've become the first team to say that Andrade is ducking them. They are pushing for that fight. I don't know how Matt hasn't brought this up on a,
I thought we had.
What is your show?
Standing 8 count.
Standing 8 count. Yep, that needs to be there.
Well, remember, tomorrow, hold on, quick plug. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice, the first ever live show of Standing 8 count, live Q&A, solo dolo. All questions will be answered. Make sure you go to patreon.com.
Solo dolo.
And Ness, just to play some tennis here. A lot of names you mentioned obviously cannot be, are either tied up or they're negotiations.
All right, so let's say who is tied up, because that's how we eliminate.
Canelo Triple G, tied up.
Absolutely.
I want to say...
Charlo's free.
What?
Charlo's free.
Charlo is free.
And shout out to... See, Charlo knows how to do it. I hate that he thinks I don't like him. Fucking jerk, man. Yo, these guys were chilling with Chris Brown. That's a good one. That's A-list celebrity, doggy. That's who you want to take pictures with. They were backstage with Chris. Chris got them all on stage.
Yo, the Migos are just as big as Chris Brown in 2018.
This guy's fucking crazy, bro. Chris has been singing since he was like 12 years old, man.
2018. I'm not talking about what happened 10 years ago.
But that's what you don't get. You can't say a dude that became a star today who's possibly going to go down as a one-hit wonder is a Chris Brown. Like, you can't do that. That's like saying Jeff Horn is fucking Pacquiao for beating Pacquiao. He's not.
Homie, Migos are definitely not a one-hit wonder. So,
how many years Migos got in the game, bro?
At least 5.
I can't. That's it. That's what I'm saying. How many years Pacquiao got in the game? It's two different levels.
In the music industry, 5 years is a very long time. But anyways, we're going down.
No, it's not. In the music industry, you gotta respect longevity, bro. There's only a few people that could do longevity.
But it's about who's hot now. That's what I'm talking about.
No, it ain't longevity.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man, you're bugging.
I'm not talking about that.
Beyonce been hot from the beginning. Jay-Z been hot from the beginning.
Hot. Yes, of course.
From the beginning. You know? They both been hot from the beginning. These guys don't go hot and cold. You don't know how to decipher the difference, man.
I'm not saying in what 3 years is going to happen. I'm saying right now. What is the best to optimize now?
Beginning. Nicki Minaj. Beginning. See Little Kim? Beginning. Drop the fuck off. You see what I'm saying? Foxy Brown. Beginning. Drop the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Nas. Beginning. Middle. End. Drop the fuck off.
Again,
you want me to keep naming names?
We're arguing two different things. So if you want to keep
yelling, no, we're not. Longevity, man. We speaking longevity, names that matter. That's it.
If you're trying to optimize the present, you go for the present hottest names in entertainment, right?
If that were true,
you go for the biggest hottest names, and the year after that, you go for
my man. If that were true, why did the smartest one to do it thus far, until numbers indicate differently, Floyd Mayweather is not only the man, but the blueprint. And his blueprint, he chose to bring a child pop star. When he started bringing Justin Bieber out, Justin Bieber wasn't cool yet.
Yes, he was.
Get the fuck out of here. He wasn't cool.
Justin Bieber was 100% one of the hottest things in there.
Man, yo, this guy's crazy. Yo, he was bringing Justin Bieber as a kid. He was using Justin Bieber as a prop in his daughter's birthday party. Did you forget?
Justin Bieber was one of the biggest stars in entertainment.
My man, listen to me. There's a difference between being able. Listen to me. Just listen to me. There's a difference between being able to bring a child fucking superstar to your daughter's Sweet 16, and the difference between hanging and chilling with a teenage or a young adult superstar. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo,
there was a difference between when he first started chilling with Justin and bringing him out, and then they actually started hanging out, not just walking me out to the ring and tweeting that you're going to be at my fight. You know what I'm saying? Not just hanging with my daughter at her birthday party, hanging with Floyd as one of the guys.
Shout out to Law from Ground Zero in the chat saying Ness acting like Joe Budden. What's wrong with Ness?
I wouldn't get that analogy. I don't watch that show.
You're hating. Don't worry about it.
What am I hating on exactly?
Yo, the Migos are superstars. Like, I can't believe you're even arguing this, but we can.
Dude, did you see what they had on when Buttons interviewed him?
Yo, blouses are completely.
That shit was like, the outfit was like a half. It was like
I wish Enrique was on this show because he would 100%.
It was like a flashback. I thought I was watching the other group, like YMCA. It was like their outfits was like a mix of that, leathers and shimmery things, like little strings hanging off the. Come on, bro. Them dudes are weird, man. Get out of here, bro. I ain't got time for that.
Yo, shimmering things is one of the best things that's ever been said in 2018. But let's digress. Get back to the show. Get back to boxing.
Yeah.
Versus Gary Spike.
I think we talk Mosquito. Shout out to Mosquito. Fuck the Migos and anybody defending them.
Yo, okay, but they are major stars. Sorry, get over it. Bye-bye. Their numbers speak for themselves. Their numbers speak for themselves.
Major stars in Matt's world.
No, when they're top 100 artists, top 10 artists on the Billboard top 100.
Listen, Matt, I want you to understand that I know you live in the now. Just please try to digest this. I know you live in the now.
I do.
But it ain't gonna matter. What matters is then. When the Migos still have that longevity the way like a Celine Dion has. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody gives a fuck about Celine Dion in 2018.
What the fuck? All right.
In 2018, does anyone give a fuck about Celine Dion record?
Michael Gorey says, Ness, you're wrong. Bieber was bigger than Floyd back then. Get the fuck out.
Exactly. He was. Thank you. He was. Bieber was 100% bigger than Floyd back then.
But when they started hanging out, Bieber was a kid.
But he was already big as a kid. You don't get that.
But he wasn't like
he was already in the top 10.
But he wasn't like a kid that could hang out in the club yet.
But that doesn't matter if you're a superstar.
Totally matters. That's what I'm saying.
Superstar. That's all that matters, now.
No, it totally matters. When he first linked up with him, it was more like a prop, man. He used him like to show his daughter.
It's like Broner used Nicki Minaj as a prop.
No, fuck no, totally opposite. It was more to show his daughter like your father's the man. This is your birthday. You obviously didn't watch the 24/7. I'm arguing with you for nothing.
24/7. I'm talking about when you see Broner on the IG with Nicki.
And I'm not talking about Broner. I'm talking about Floyd and Justin fucking Bieber. And the first scene he was introduced was Justin Bieber being fucking a birthday present to his daughter.
Yes, because he paid him tons of millions of dollars to do that. Don't worry about it.
Paid him?
He definitely paid Justin Bieber to do that. Of course. Of course he paid him to do that.
I'm moving on.
You're Justin fucking Bieber, the biggest
I'm moving on
in the 21st century.
I'm moving on. You can't show me proof that he fucking paid Justin fucking Bieber.
I can show you proof that Justin Bieber was bigger than Floyd at that time.
I'm not arguing that.
But
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing that Floyd was dealing with him from the door when he was a child, bro.
Yo, I'm going to cut all this out from the podcast as like TBV gives their music takes on Justin Bieber. Was he a star?
You love music. Look,
I do love
back to boxing. I know, Andre. This guy, it's this young generation with these weirdo.
I already said back to boxing. This is the one taking it back.
Guys. Where are we going now? What's the next topic? Hey.
Let's just go to the sponsors.
Michael Gorey, Migos are so lame. Everybody agrees, bro.
You can think they're lame, but they're still major stars.
Yo, I can't even. I'm gonna physically put them in my playlist now. I don't even have a song in there That's how whack they are.
They have one of the best albums of the year.
One of the best albums. This fucking guy doesn't know.
The Culture was one of the best albums of the year, hands down.
You don't know what music is.
I definitely know what music is.
Look at these guys.
Shout out to Sahai the Prince. That is the best album of the year.
Who said that?
Me. I said that.
Yo, look at Anna Marie. That's right, Anna Marie. Is this the boxing? Not really. Not today. Matt has he's poisoned us.
Yo, I'm just arguing. Like, you guys need to realize that.
I didn't even get there. We were on Jacobs.
We were comparing, I don't know what, to music.
No. We were on Jacobs and Charlo and availabilities. Triple G's busy. Canelo's busy. Saunders is free. So
yeah, but Saunders is definitely not calling out Jacobs anymore. Saunders seems to be on the Triple G train. Saunders seems to be pushing for a bigger fight than a Jacobs. Like Saunders could be in Jacobs' position, but they're both waiting for the winner of that fight.
And you know what? And Saunders, I mean, you see, the thing is, can Saunders afford to continue to wait? Because he did that kind of last year. You know, he's riding a high right now with this Lemieux fight. But if he happens to wait again, you know, because I know it's dangerous to go into a Jacobs fight before the Triple G or Canelo big fight. But do you wait again and risk, I don't know, a loss in popularity, momentum sway? I don't know.
I'll put it this way. If you continue to have impressive performances, regardless of who they're against, you can maintain momentum. You may not gain momentum, but you can definitely maintain it. If Saunders or Jacobs fights a Sullivan, fights a Derevchenko sort of type, and gets impressive wins, even though those guys aren't a Jamal Charlo, aren't a Demetrius Andrade, aren't a Canelo Triple G, that will still maintain the momentum that either men have. Alex, you're muted, by the way. I saw you trying to talk. It's okay.
Still good matchups.
Your mic's not connected either.
Mic's not connected.
Now it is.
Wonder.
You are good, Matt.
Justin Bieber's the A side.
I need you to repeat everything you just said.
Repeat everything I just said?
Yes.
That Saunders and Jacobs can fight the Spike O'Sullivan, fight the Derevchenkos, fight those guys, the Lucas Aries, whoever they are, or the Lewis Aries, whoever they are. That level and maintain their momentum. May not improve it, but they can 100% maintain the momentum they have as long as they're impressive in those performances.
I agree. I just don't agree that all those names with Derevchenko, that's two different categories. Like
that may be true. I just don't know. I haven't really seen Derevchenko enough to have a read on him where he's at in the division.
Yeah, I hear you. Shout out to Fam Ali says, why is everyone waiting on the winner? That's like the new thing to do.
Of course.
It's the new thing to do.
Because let's say you lose, then you don't get that money shot potentially.
Yo, boxing is funny. At one point, they marinated. Now you just wait on the winner. Waiting on the mandatory, that's always the best route. When you're a good fighter, that's what they usually do. You know, they put you on a sanctioning body route to the top because they know it's going to be difficult for you. And Triple G done it. Earl Spence done it, you know.
And if it's with a star,
Matisse did it. That's how he got the Danny fight. Let's be honest.
And if it's with a star or some sort of drawing power, but in terms of the A side, it's better to get that 25% maybe if you're not the biggest name than to go the voluntary route and maybe take less of a percentage and they give you just a flat rate for the fight.
And a tougher fight, less game.
So there's so many headlines. I wanna touch on a few. I really do, because Tyson Fury. I want Joshua to call the bluff. I do. This is something that needs to be spoken about. Fury has come out socially and publicly, or on social media publicly, saying that he wants Anthony Joshua to step up to the challenge and Fight him in the summer, his first fight back. No need for a tune-up. And I think this is the best thing that could happen for Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. And here's why.
Great.
He'll get the win in March. He'll get that win. Now he has all those belts. And they sell this as legitimizing Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury still has the lineal championship. We have to go this route. Wilder will be there. Tyson is the one. It's a domestic fight. He's here in the UK slandering Anthony Joshua's name. We got to go this way. And for Joshua, fuck, you better jump on him now. His first fight back. Why give him time to become his best? Do it now. Do it now.
Agreed. I think you definitely paint out a logical path as to why this fight should happen. If you are Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua, maybe not a fan of the sport, but definitely if you are in that camp. And I agree with it 100%. That Anthony Joshua fighting Tyson Fury coming off this weight cut, off of this 2-year journey that he's had to get healthy again, is the right time to fight someone that is potentially this dangerous, this skilled. That definitely seems to be a style nightmare for you once he is in shape. Because we all know Tyson Fury is perhaps one of the best technical boxers in the heavyweight division, and he definitely seems to be the lightest on the feet. So we know the angles he's going to create with Joshua are going to be just mayhem for him. But again, what version of Tyson Fury we got? And like you said, Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua should jump on this. They should call him out. They should take this opportunity. Why not?
Matt,
it's huge money, huge. To quote the great Donald Trump.
They need to do it publicly.
Yes.
They need to do it publicly so he can back out. Make him a big offer. Make him a big offer because you know what? We all know there's no bigger fight.
Let's be honest. Joshua, the only thing Joshua needs to do is go on Twitter and say, at Tyson Fury, at Gypsy King, whatever he is, and say, after I beat up and knock out Joseph Parker and take the WBO belt, I'll fight you in July at Wembley.
No. It's got to be more. Got to be more. No.
Need to say though.
No, it's got to be more because Tyson is intelligent. He's cunning. He's good on his social media. No. You leave no room.
He's taunting him.
Yeah, you leave no room for him to say they lowballed him. You leave no room for him to say they didn't want to let him walk first. No. If you're Eddie and Joshua, give him the A-side status.
No. Now you're going too far. That now you're living in dreamland now. So you are living in dreamland. That doesn't happen.
Listen, Matt. In the grand scheme of things, listen to me. In the grand scheme of things, if all Tyson wants to do is be announced first and walk out first.
But that's not what the A-side means. That's not what the A-side means.
Well, we're going off of his. Listen.
Tyson Fury has even said he thinks he deserves more than 50-50.
Yes, he said 60-40.
So let's be honest. That is what he's asking for A-side.
He's gonna work his way down to
all
his.
Right, but listen.
40.
There was a tweet.
Joshua ain't giving him that. We know that.
Listen, there was a tweet, right, that I wanted to do a show. We never got to do it. Where where Fury told him, Eddie Hearn and Joshua, listen, you know, I want you guys to know I'm the A-side. I'll be taking 60-40 of this fight. I'll be walking out first. I'll be announced first because I'm the lineal champ. So what I'm saying is, if you're Eddie, you sit your man down and you let him know that this is your Mayweather McGregor. This is your easy $100 million payday. Because if the Deontay Wilder is $50 million in Eddie Hearn's mind, Tyson Fury has to be more. It just has to be more.
Maybe they're not thinking that Joseph Parker fight is going to be easy as they thought. You know,
no, they're not thinking that because
it's all about
they're not even thinking about this. They're not even thinking about this yet. I don't think Eddie is. Well, Eddie probably is. He's the promoter. Joshua's certainly not thinking about this. But they should be. They should be.
There is no way Eddie Matchroom Sports, Sky Sports are going to take 40% of the cut.
No, Matt. Listen, no.
But that's how it works, Ness.
No, I hear you. Listen, but you get
that team, that promoter, they take that share of the revenue as well.
Doggy, again. Those were the man's demands. You can meet all but one. You can let him walk first. You can let him be announced. You could say he's the A side and he could get a 49-51, a 55-45. Joshua's favor, obviously.
There's no way they give Tyson Fury 50-50.
I never said 50-50. I said 49-51.
I understand that, Ness, but they're not giving him
damn near.
Okay, so name a bigger fight. Name a bigger fight, and then do the math.
Ness,
I mean, Wilder,
Joshua is still the major drawing power in the matchup. He is.
Yeah, but Tyson can easily Tyson can easily split that demographic in one calendar year.
In one Batman suit.
In one calendar year. What do you mean? You shaking your head? No. All right. So now give me 3 fights you would like to see Tyson and not name. No. Hear me out. Give me 3 you would like to see Tyson and not name Anthony Joshua. Immediately for 2018. Go.
Deontay Wilder, Joseph Parker, Lucas Brown.
Joseph is tied up with Anthony. And
Dylan White.
Joseph tied up with Anthony. Deontay tied up with Lewis.
Tony Bellew. Gerald Miller.
Tied up with. Come on, listen.
Anyways, let me get to my point because you come off with this question that I don't think is even the point. I think. Well, now I don't know anymore. I don't remember because you got me off my shit. So I forget. Shout out to Weed. I pulled a Ness.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna just sit here quietly so you could feel more awkward about it.
It's fine. This happens to you all the time. It's bound to happen to me once in a while. It's cool, doggy. Don't worry about it. We can continue.
He wants you to marinate it.
But it's happening. Like
since you're so hard.
Definitely not happening in your dreamland scenario. Tyson Fury in no way, shape, or form is the A side.
I'm just saying he could definitely on the social media
thing, bro. I didn't say he has to be the A side. I said you can let him believe.
But if I'm Tyson Fury, or maybe this was the point I was going to say. If I'm Tyson Fury, what do I care about more? Walking out first, my name on the poster first, or getting the larger percentage of the pot?
We all know
you do understand that those are Tyson Fury's words, right?
Yes, of course.
All right, so what do you mean if I'm Tyson Fury? Those are his demands.
I'm asking you, which one of those 3 do I want the most? That's what I'm asking.
You want the fight.
No. That's not part of the question.
If I was Tyson Fury, out of those 3 things, what would I want more?
That's what I'm telling you.
You're not giving up that percentage just to have your name first on the poster and just to walk out last.
Oh, but you are, because without Joshua, there's nothing. And that's a negotiation. Tyson can.
I think Tyson Fury would rather have the larger percentage and walk out first and have his name second.
I think you're having a brain fart, bro. How many shows have we done that we say fighters start high to come somewhere they want to be, dog? Like he's never getting 60-40 and he's never getting 50-50. He knows it, especially coming off of 2-year layoff.
I think he wants that 40.
Tyson Fury doesn't think he deserves at least.
No, I don't think he deserves that, and I don't think he thinks
what he thinks. I'm not saying what he deserves.
I don't think he thinks he deserves it either, Matt. I don't think I think he's just intelligent and cunning. He knows what he's doing. That's all. He's starting high to end up somewhere nice.
I think he wants to end up at 40.
Negotiations, Matt.
I don't see him going past that. He's definitely not getting any more than 40.
Listen to me. Again, the entire reason this was even brought up, because it is in their best interest.
Of course.
All right. I, on the other hand, don't mind playing my own game, Matthew, so it's okay. If Joshua and Eddie Hearn don't want to make Tyson Fury a deal, I told you, Tyson can easily raise his profile with Dylan White, who is available, but in negotiations with Lucas Brown, according to Mickey Caparelli, that may be announced soon. So that's another guy off the table. So we mentioned about 8 heavyweights off the table. Luis Ortiz and Wilder. Joshua Parker.
Tyson Fury is not fighting any of those guys first.
This motherfucker right here.
Let's be honest. I just don't want to play
not though?
Because it's not going to happen.
None of them.
I didn't want to do a show on this topic because it's not going to happen. We 100% know that Tyson Fury, like you said, is smart. He is not fighting the #1 heavyweight in the world in his first fight back when he weighed 350 plus pounds. When he was a drug addict. No, that's not happening. I love living in the dreamland sometimes. You know me, Ness. I can go to the dreamland all the time. But
you think, Matt, yo, you know what it is, Matt? You've never been fat.
I have been fat, actually. I can show you pictures.
How fat?
Oh, I have some pictures, Ness. I'll show you.
Yo.
Oh, fat. Well, I was a kid, so the pounds were different.
Yeah, no. So you never been fat.
I was fat since I was like 5 to about 12. I was fat. So yeah.
Right. Oh my God, 12. Then your fucking hormones kicked in and you burnt it all off. Man, be quiet, little guy.
I was definitely fat.
Be quiet for a second. Listen, Doomsday. You, on the other hand, are a fighter
and are fat.
that goes through these same exact struggles that I'm gonna talk about. All right.
Most definitely, man.
You're Tyson Fury. You took 2 years off. Oh my God, Matt is being such a little jerk today. Can I finish the sentence?
Come on, let me get my jokes off.
I can't even hear them. I can't because remember the mics in studio. I would be able to hear it, but because of this stupid, so I don't even know what was the joke. I need to hear it now.
I like it. I could go the fat fighter to ask about these questions. I just love that.
Ah, that's true. No, it's gonna get even better. Watch.
Oh my God.
So Tyson Fury has got about 2 years off. He's huge, or was huge. He's starting to lose the weight, right?
Yeah.
But
activity.
How many times do us fat guys lose weight and gain weight? How hard is it to get back on that fucking saddle?
It's pretty much, I mean, when you're talking about a Tyson Fury, though, and we're just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because of what he's been going through in his life, and we know that mentally he's coming back. Physically, he's trying to come back. He's a lot more motivated than the average Joe, like me and you. You know what I mean? We're talking about a prize fighter that has much to gain, much to be motivated.
No, it's not difficult. You're telling me it's not difficult to get.
No. Wait a minute. Let me finish. You're totally right. Now, from a physical standpoint of view, when you've gone down in physical activity and you've eaten your ass off and you're used to the good life and chilling and relaxing, and you let yourself go to a point like he did, it's hard to come back.
It's fucking right. So now all of a sudden you hit the gym and you're like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I can fucking do this. I can still be great. And you're starting to realize how hard it is to jump rope for 12 straight minutes and hit the mitts for fucking 10 fucking rounds and spar and all that shit. And you start thinking, how much money could I get right now?
I don't think you listen to me. A guy
like tweeted it. Why you guys are acting like this is not his work?
I just see it like he's trying to stay relevant in the sense because
no.
Hold on, Ness. I want you to clarify. Hold on, Ness. I want you to clarify what you said because I don't understand exactly what you're saying. Are you implying that Fury, because of his physical condition, is looking for a pseudo cash out?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that is a it can be a possibility.
It can be.
Why else is he tweeting out now, fight me now and all that? Why? I mean, why not give yourself your best opportunity at winning this fight?
I think
he could cover it in confidence, but it could also be questioned and thought maybe he doesn't feel like fucking fighting 3 fights and doing 3 training camps and then getting Joshua.
If that's how he is feeling, and obviously we have no idea, that's pure speculation, then I would understand why he would want the Joshua fight first because it's the biggest money fight. I absolutely understand that train of logic. And that
it's your job to speculate because Fury is the one that I'm not making this stuff.
I'm agreeing with the speculation. If that is true, then that is the exact reason why he would want this fight. But again, I think, like you said numerous times, Tyson Fury is smart. He is an extremely smart self-promoter.
Shout out to Giving Quality for Life says Fury is great at keeping his name in headlines when accomplishing very little.
I was about to say that. This is exactly...
You had to read it that way, too.
Like a condescending tone. I love it. This is exactly why Tyson Fury brought up Anthony Joshua's name. Because it would be talked about. Regardless if anything happens.
But that's why Nestor said, make the offer public.
But we
Put
all
him on a spotlight.
Shame him. Shame him. Show that he's a farce. You have to call his bluff.
then why aren't they calling him his bluff? Maybe that's the more important question. Why aren't Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua calling this bluff?
Maybe we would have got to that if you would have,
because they know that
my narrative from the beginning instead of saying Fury's never gonna fight. Fury's never gonna fight. Fury. Pow, pow, pow.
It's okay, Ness. I know you're upset. You're cutting some weight right now. You know, all the people cutting weight for Board Awards are a little bit antsy. You know, okay.
I
gotta go run miles after this.
Yo, you're not cutting weight anymore, dude. We all know.
You want to run? Come run over here. I ain't even go outside. You could come shovel my yard. That'll be a cardio and everything.
Nah, that's not cardio. That's called labor. All right.
No. I'll have hot cocoa and all that.
So the hot cocoa, that driveway too long.
Labor.
Yeah, long ass uphill
You
driveway.
come, I'll help you. How about that? So we'll both put in cardio. Listen, so I guess, do you have any other headlines? Because there's probably a little bit more. The AP was definitely on his job. I'm gonna go to a quick message from Barack from SiriusXM and the co-host of Ak and Barack, the sweet scientist, on thisis50.com and also on SiriusXM. He said, I think July would be too early for Tyson Fury to get in the ring, but you never know. Matt. No, damn, I need to get this soundbite more.
I think July is probably around the time that he would.
I totally can't wait for the day for us to have a producer, right? But how would they know when to press those things?
They would just know.
Yeah, but they have to be too good.
I'm about to get that today.
Hey, you know, when I'm just on my producer shit, I'm on point with the sound bites.
You think that one man would serve the purpose of two brains?
I will take this.
You got your own board. I got my own board.
But my board's half yours.
Semi board.
My board's half yours.
That's what she said. Ah!
God.
Go ahead, do me.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Weren't you trying to say something, bro?
No, I was just laughing.
Oh shit! All right, so let me check. Let me double check.
Got him.
Yo, how many inches did we get? I haven't gone outside, but I think it's like 12. Oh shit! Wait, we got to talk about. I guess we did talk about it, right? No, we didn't talk about. We only talked about the Deontay Wilder reality show, right? Or should I give a little more info? Do you want to hear anything more? Should I move on to the all news is good news, or all publicity is good publicity, even though it's a bad, more up Matt's alley political type of thing?
No, we did not really get into it. If that's the question, we did not get into it.
But there's other stuff too. We can also discuss the fact that there's debating cards, competing cards, excuse me, the Wilder Luis Ortiz card in the Barclay and fucking Kovalev versus whoever in Madison Square, same date.
We all know what I think about Luis Ortiz.
Whoever.
We all know what I think about Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder at this point, but that is still a better matchup than whoever the fuck Sergey Kovalev is fighting. So it's not even a comparison. It's not even competition.
Yo, only because I really genuinely like Rob, and I feel like he goes above and beyond. So I'm gonna give this a mention because he does the work. But White saying he'll never work with Showtime, I despise those fucking guys.
Dana White to be more specifically, not Dylan White.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's pretty fucking hilarious because it's one, how can you say that you're in negotiations with Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions in any capacity and then come around and say, I'm never fucking working with Showtime again? Like, how can you say those two things? But that's Dana White. That's Dana White being Dana White. Like, if you follow MMA, if you follow the UFC for any prolonged period of time, Dana White is the quintessential promoter in combat sports.
And in terms of the Alvarado Pacquiao, I just want to double back. Michael Shepard, who works with us in the LA area, he's kind of said that I was talking to him. He's hearing this stuff in the gym as well. And you know he frequents all those LA gyms. We probably should be talking to him about a backup Border War spot. But yeah, shout out to Mike Shep putting in that work.
There's definitely some heat and some smoke where all this news from Pacquiao Alvarado, like that, they are definitely negotiating something there.
Yeah, I think the phrase is like where there's smoke, there's fire. Or something.
Yeah. But I'm high, so
Call you smoked.
Oh,
call you.
Let it play live. You gotta let it play live now.
All right. So, any other topics? I'm giving Matt his opportunity to bring.
I'll be honest, it's a slow week, so
All right.
I'm not going to talk about Bob Arum's statements against the UFC. I'm not going to talk about that.
All right. Well, then it is time to go out to the sponsors.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to
Ringer.
New Jersey. What?
We have a ringer.
Okay.
Oh, no, we didn't. Sorry, he dropped off. My bad.
Hey.
The king is what I mean. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Now hold up. Let's make this official. Everybody let's agree that.
TVV, where there's smoke, there's fire. It's Pacquiao. I'm fucking baked right now, fellas. Part of my energy, I'm fucking baked. But Pacquiao Alvarado will be a good fight. Again, it's an entertaining fight. And shit, if they dusting off reels, why not Alvarado? So I think that's a good fight. Y'all was mixing it up, you know. I think Wilder. And when I say mixing it up, I think the topics, you're always, talking about a lot of good shit. Wilder, it's going to make me check out that reality show just to see, y'all was talking about how, like, if a cat, you get close to a cat that's, more popular than you absolutely have to do that. Somebody mentioned Bieber and Mayweather. And I used to be looking at that shit, he came out there with Lil Wayne, 50 Cent. Just cross promotion. So that's branding, marketing. So it's definitely a good move. And I don't know who got more, in terms of relationships than who, but Broner. I mean, is Broner fighting again? We'll see. We can't say that the bums he's standing next to ain't earning him nothing because Broner might get a fight again. And he's gonna get at least a meal ticket, right?
Well, Broner just dropped a mixtape, and he's dropping another one in a couple months. Maybe that's another way to get a bag.
Danny ain't really standing next to nobody, but let's see who he come out with, So, good show, fellas, man. This is good shit. It's a fucking blizzard out here. I was shoveling fucking snow. I'm just sitting back and enjoying listening to y'all, man. So, keep this shit good, man. Y'all be safe, man. That's my call.
All right,
First one here, last one to lose. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. Yo, I'm definitely getting a ticket or a lawsuit because I ain't going out there.
Yo.
Straight up.
Amin was fucking high. I mean, that was the highest I've ever heard you before. So salute to you.
My man was cooking.
No, man, you were cooked the fuck out.
Been home all day. Remember,
when you shoveling, you get tired.
Everyone's work day was canceled, or they were notified the day before. So smokers smoked last night. And then woke up smoking, and they did Netflix all day. Like, only guys like you and me kept it legit because we work every day, regardless.
I live in Southern California where it was 77 degrees today. So
you were chilling, man.
I went to the gym. I almost went to the beach. It is what it is.
SoCal status.
I so want to be out there. That's crazy. Like, not necessarily out there, but just somewhere where that weather is like that all year round too. B. That's just like
LA.
So unfair to be out here, like looking outside, just to know that I got to lift up those pounds of snow. At one point, I'm gonna have to do it. Like, waiting longer is only making it worse. But it's like, yo, I'm working right now, and it's just like, oh, horrible.
You're not gonna do it tonight too, because by the time the show's over, it's gonna be nighttime. You're like,
I might have to be honest with you. I might have to. I was waiting. I got like this guy, he comes around and does my lawn. And I told him, we had the conversation. I said, listen, anytime snow drops, you come here, you got a job. So he came one day, and my girlfriend turned him away. She said that it was not enough snow.
No, Lucy, you never do that, Lucy.
And bro, it was enough snow. He could have totally did that shit, but I was asleep. So I seen him and I said, listen, don't ever let her send you away. If you make her get me, I don't want to shovel snow. So I've been waiting for him all day because I said, yo, I told him he's going to show. He hasn't fucking showed. Can you believe it?
Damn,
because you know why? Because he snowed in himself.
Aha! Sullivan. Yo, and they're charging. I seen a thing on TV. They're charging they're offering laborers to come on for the city at like $22.50 an hour to shovel. You know, so I'm just waiting for somebody. Maybe they send someone like, I'm gonna just fake it like I'm old or something. I doubt that.
How can you fake you're old?
No, you're 6'5".
The other day they just said
39 years old. That's not old enough. I'm sorry, Ness. 39 is not.
I have to answer the door. I could get her to answer the door. Something I could come up with something. Like what I'm saying is, I highly doubt the first thing the city's gonna do is give you a citation. Like I'm sure it'll be like a warning, like, hey, do you know that this is a legal, issue? Someone can fall and it's like, oh, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I don't want to do it right now. Fuck that bullshit.
Yo, wait, hold on. It's on you to clean the public sidewalk?
Fuck yeah, in front of your house.
Yeah, hell yeah, insurance purposes too.
That's a lawsuit.
That's ridiculous because that's the public sidewalk. Like legally, that's not your property.
No, yo, even when the sidewalk cracks, Matt, you gotta fix it.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
That's
Sullivan the Scholar, New York City. Talk to me.
DJ Roots was on the talking.
Yeah, how you doing?
What up?
What
up, Sullivan?
Yeah, man. I this fight right here that's coming up with Alvarado that you was talking at the beginning of the show. That fight for me, I don't know. I think Alvarado, if he gives himself a condition, he has a chance against Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is fading, and he still has a puncher's chance. And if he wins that fight, they should if he wins that fight, they should match him with Danny Garcia next. And then from there, because in the meantime, they're waiting for Kitoman to fight Jesse Vargas. And then from there, match him with Kitoman. Because I don't think Sean Porter is going to fight Danny. If Danny wins the fight with Bam Bam, because I mean that style right there, his style is horrible against Danny. Danny's going to destroy him, bro. So I don't think all that hype that you're talking, that fight is never going to be made. Sean Porter against Danny Garcia. I mean, it's going to be a horrible mismatch for Sean because Sean's going to be too open for too many hits. So also Anthony Joshua. If Anthony Joshua, people are sleeping on Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury gets himself in shape like a Billy Joe Saunders, because if he gets more time to train and he gets himself in shape like Billy Joe Saunders, he whipped the crap out of Anthony Joshua. If he gets himself in that kind of condition, like a Billy Joe Saunders at heavyweight, forget about it. He's gonna clean the division. So you guys have a great night. Picture Tyson Fury with the body and in the condition of a Billy Joe Saunders at heavyweight. With those legs and that punching style, he cleaned the whole division. You guys have a great night, okay?
Sullivan, thank you for calling in. We're going to go out to, actually, Sullivan said Mike Alvarado has an opportunity.
Because Pacquiao's on his way out. He's fading.
And then he said he would like to see Alvarado matched up with Danny Garcia. And I was going to interrupt him to tell him why that wouldn't happen. But, for those that said, oh, yeah, that's a good path. That's the same reason Pacquiao isn't fighting Danny Garcia, because Bob would rather keep it in-house. So if Alvarado won, Alvarado will be fighting Horn, Crawford or something like that. It won't be a Danny Garcia. But shout out to Mike Alvarado in 2018 having that longevity, a word that Matt will be getting used to around here.
From Thornton, Colorado, Mile High Alvarado.
Who has longevity, Ness?
Yo, think about it.
I didn't hear.
That is one of my sound bites, bro. Like Alvarado made a mark on boxing. I know we've forgotten about him, and he's had a rough couple of years, but yo, he did his thing.
He did.
He wasn't a great. He's gonna go down like a Ward Gotti type of guy. You know what I mean?
Of course, 100%. Same with him and Rios are like the
Ward Gotti of our generation.
In a sense, they are. Yeah, especially in the U.S. Maybe not in the U.K. They don't have that same affinity to it. You know, I saw UK people in the chat not knowing who Mike Alvarado was. Like that's not surprising. But for us U.S. fans, maybe Mexican fans too, Bam Bam Rios versus Mike Alvarado, those were awesome fights. Those will 100% be remembered.
All right, listen, I'm gonna go out to J. Will in Ohio.
If you know like I know, you should lie low. Yeah, I used to get it in Ohio.
Yo, man, what's up, man? Good show once again, man. Yo, man, this Pacquiao Alvarado mess, man. It's typical Bob Burnham shenanigans, man. But I don't know. As long as I see Pacquiao, I'm kind of excited to see him. I don't care who he really gets in there with, especially after his performance with Jeff. I just want to see him and see if he's going to be motivated for this next fight. Ness, man, I thought you knew your music way better than what you was talking about. That whole Justin Bieber Mayweather, even though I'm going way off top, man, you was way off base, man. Talk about Mayweather.
Thank you, Jay Will.
Mayweather made him. I never said that.
Mayweather didn't make him more anything.
I didn't say Mayweather made him more anything. I never said anything like that.
You said Bieber wasn't up in the club until Mayweather.
I'm talking about, I said Mayweather and Bieber wasn't hanging out when Mayweather first started getting with Bieber. He used Bieber as a present for his daughter's birthday party. Babe, hit the number one.
Because Bieber was a mega star.
Okay, but they wasn't fucking boys.
We never said they were boys. We never said they were boys. I'm saying that Justin Bieber is a huge mega star.
After that birthday party, he started.
No. Before the birthday party, he was a megastar.
No, I'm not talking about fucking Bieber's stardom. I'm still saying that when Floyd hooked up with Bieber, it was man and child. It took time for Bieber to be one of the boys.
But that doesn't matter.
It does fucking matter.
No, it doesn't.
See, you're just a weirdo because I'm not just gonna hang with a fucking child star just because he's a fuck. No, I'm not gonna hold on. I'm not just gonna hang with a little fucking kid because he's famous, bro. There's something wrong with you.
Yo, hang out with a 16-year-old who is a mega pop star when you're a celebrity yourself makes sense.
Fuck no. If the 16-year-old ain't mature and ain't on the type of shit I'm on, I'm not fucking hanging out with Bluetooth ass Justin Bieber.
I'm about gaining publicity and furthering your brand through being around celebrities. That is what he did with Bieber.
Do me a favor, since you produce, do me a favor. Google what year he was 16. I'm gonna prove to you motherfuckers that he was irrelevant as hell. Yes, he was popular with little ass fucking teeny boppers. Little children.
They like run the world.
They don't buy pay-per-views. And what I'm telling you is when Floyd used them, he used them for his daughter to look like a great father for his daughter. Imagine I could fucking bring Justin to my daughter's birthday party. That's how it went down. It wasn't like how it eventually flourished into a relationship where Justin and him were hanging
and Justin
out.
Didn't do that for free, by the way. He ain't do that for free, by the way.
So you think he got paid too?
Of course he did.
You said they wasn't boys. So why would you do it for free for somebody who wasn't his boy?
Because Floyd is who he is. Because Floyd is who he is.
But Bieber was bigger than Floyd.
It don't matter. So because you're bigger, you don't talk to someone?
No, come on.
The discussion.
Boys, man. You don't. I know. Hey, man.
Wait a minute. So you telling me a A-list celebrity can't call another A-list celebrity in for favor?
You think Broner is boys with every celebrity he takes pictures with?
Hell
no, hell no. That's not the point here. We're not talking about them being friends with these people. Just being seen with them. That's all we're talking about. Ness went away, Jay Will. So you can continue your call.
And with the Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua, I think it's smart what Fury's doing, man. I just honestly think that I think he needs to cash out. I don't think he's in any type of shape to try to do 2 or 3 fights, man. I think he needs to go ahead and cash out, put up his best effort against Joshua, and go ahead right off into the sunset, man. I don't think he has the discipline to stay around for 3 fights.
See, at least you got my hints on that one. You definitely ain't read nothing I said on the Floyd Bieber shit, right?
Stop it, man. Stop it, man. You think? Anyways,
don't let him pull you in there. He's a troll. Don't let him do that.
No, you got it with Tyson. You got it, because that's how I feel. I'm like, yo, he ain't trying to go through the whole get back in shape shit. Like Wilder even said that. Like he know it's hard, man. He went to 350. He got to get to at least 250 to be in fighting shape. And I think we've seen him as high as 268, maybe, versus the first fight with Dillian White. I want to believe Tyson Fury weighed 268, or Dillian White did.
You mean Derek Chisora? You mean Derek Chisora?
Yes, Derek Chisora. Sorry, not Dillian White. You're right. Thank you.
But yeah, that's it, fellas. That's my call. Ness, man, step your music game up, man. Please.
Okay, how am I what did I do wrong? Because you thought I said that Floyd made Bieber?
I didn't think nothing. You said it, now you're trying to retract.
Man, I never said Floyd made Bieber. That don't even make fucking sense.
Oh, go back.
You know what I did say? I said, you know what I did say? I said Bieber wasn't hot when Floyd was.
That's even of a worse. Listen, that's even a worse of a statement.
Oh, really? Oh, really, Jay Will? So you telling me, Jay Will? So you telling me on that 24/7 when Justin Bieber was a little ass boy and so was Floyd's young ass daughter, and they was doing all them shenanigans on TV, you was listening to Justin Bieber albums back then?
Okay, so obviously he's not in my demographic that I'm going to listen to because I'm a 30-year-old dude. So that's number one. Number two.
But that's my point. No. That is my point. Somehow Matt is trying to make us believe that he used Justin to gain popularity.
Yeah, Justin Bieber was huge.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, Bieber's one of the only few artists that can go platinum right now.
Yo, you guys are confusing the art. I know how good I have Bieber's last 2 albums, but look how long it took me to buy a Bieber album. I needed to wait for him to be an adult.
You were not the demographic they were going after. You were not the demographic they were going after. They're trying to go to other demographics outside of boxers, outside boxing fans, outside even hip hop fans. That's what that was. That was to go to
back then
the white people. That was to go to
demographic. Back then, Bieber's demographic did not buy pay-per-views.
Oh, come on.
Oh, they did?
Yo, there's a reason that Floyd even went on Dancing with the Stars.
Yo, this is the same.
Dancing with the Stars? Do you fuck with Dancing with the
Stars? Will, this is the same guy that said that, oh, me and all my college guys, we get fire sticks and yada, yada, yada. But now he wants me to leave. The younger people than him were buying fucking pay-per-views.
Oh, you mean, okay.
Oh, you see how it doesn't make fucking sense? When you and your college buddies are sitting around a fucking computer with a fire stick in your butt, but now you want me to believe Justin Bieber fans are buying fucking...
Hold on, Jay Will, hold on. It's not about kids. It's about race. Let's be 100% honest here. The reason why Floyd Mayweather went on Dancing with the Stars, the reason why he had Justin Bieber around him is to attract white people and white customers. That's a smart thing to do. So
crossover, the crossover.
He was already in it with the
Your Honor. Speculation, Your Honor.
How's that speculation? do you or anyone you know watches Dancing with the Stars?
Speculation, Your Honor. Prosecution is trying to insinuate that they knew what Floyd Mayweather was feeling when he joined Dancing with the Stars, Your Honor.
They definitely knew what they were doing when they joined Dancing.
You're right, Mr. Gibbs. We're going to retract that from the record.
How are we retracting that from the record? We definitely knew it.
Bullshit. You can't say shit like that. You don't know what the fuck Floyd was feeling.
No, do you know what demographic of people watch Dancing with the Stars? Because there's numbers behind that.
Man, I fucking watch Dancing with the Stars.
No, you do
not. Be categorizing everybody. I just told you I watch Housewives, my man. And I told you I got Justin Bieber. I lost all my weight to his first album. And I'm not talking about his first young album, his first adult album. The real shit.
The demographics of who watch Dancing with the Stars is predominantly people who are older, and predominantly white.
Now we're older. First he said, I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. Now I watch Dance. You know what, Matt? You just don't lose. But I love it. I love it because we go back and forth. We go back and forth. But this guy just doesn't lose. He's hilarious. He needs your help.
No, we can go back to J. Will's call. We've been talking about Justin Bieber for way too long because it's Justin Bieber. Who cares?
Oh, yeah, the Bieber.
It was a good show, though. Good show.
All right, brother.
Wild and Ness.
Matt, I'm gonna pull up my Justin Bieber album because someone in the chat said I would never buy a Justin Bieber album. They better get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna name you this album right here. You better.
I remember Ness was running to these shits.
Hell yeah, I put you on it. You know you.
I know. Nah, I was listening to them too. I ain't gonna lie.
This Justin Bieber.
Yeah. Bieber was on the playlist, bro.
Hold on. Wait a second. You will listen to Justin Bieber, but you won't listen to the Migos?
Nah, I listen to Migos, so it's all
damn right.
You got a couple.
Yo, I probably listen to the Migos, but I don't know their songs. I don't know I don't know the names of their shit. I could check my playlist and just type Migos, see what I got. Because I got Apple Music, so I got everything, right? So it's just a matter of what the fuck I listen to. But I think it's called, damn, how do I find out the title of this shit? Oh, no. Is it just called Justin Bieber? Get out of here.
I highly doubt that. But anyways,
Purpose, right? Or Propose, something like that. Whatever. Purpose, I think it is. But that was a great album. I definitely enjoyed that front to back. And he was on some grown man shit. That was the first album that I even listened to of him. But we're getting off topic. This fucking guy, Matt, with the music.
I told you, let's go back to boxing.
This is like OT
podcast. Giving quality at Ness. Bieber steals all his material from who? Khalil. Who's that? Ness, check out Khalil and Bieber tracks together.
Yo, Khalil is dope.
Send me a link, Matt. Matt knows. See, I don't know that guy. But listen, I'm telling you, this Bieber album was fire. I don't know what he's got now. This is the last one, first and last, I listened to. But it was fire. It was fire. I wanted to address, I think it was my man Campos, right? He said something. Oh, yeah, he said CSM.HB J-Dog. That's his name on the chat. I will never own a Bieber album. Well, guess what? You will never know what good R&B music is then. From
Chris Brown.
He was nice, yo. He was nice. He's nice, bro. You got to respect Bieber, especially on that album. I ain't gonna front. But we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. Matt took us down that road again. That's
very quickly. If you want to shout out good R&B, SZA, Control, best album of the year.
I have no clue who that is.
I know. It's
I mean, if that's Bay Area, that's
she's nominated for a Grammy, dog. She's nominated for a Grammy. Get the fuck out of here with your casual whack ass.
That's Bay
Area. Is that a girl?
Yes, Matt. Don't Matt.
Come on. She's
don't sign me off as whack, Matt, just because you know names in the game, right?
No, yo, I've listened to your music, do me. You were in the 90s.
You think I listen to some weird, yo?
I listen to everything, B.
Doomsday be taking it back.
Doomsday stuck in the 90s over here.
No, he's not in the 90s. He's in like the 60s, 70s. I don't even know what that's called. That's like, in electric music.
Oh God.
We used to. Oh my God, he had me on road trips. Me and this guy were road trips.
That Ibiza.
Yo, me and him and his playlist in a road trip, Matt. I just want to kill myself.
Are you agreeing at this point? My playlist. Oh, important.
You hear this song? It just comes up all the time. House every weekend, house every weekend. Yo, and you like, no, how is it back on?
Yeah.
Matthew, can you
That's that Wilder drive. That's that Wilder drive.
Please give me the name of that artist. Spell it.
The artist I said, SZA.
Oh, it's SZA. Spell it.
S-Z-A.
S-Z-A.
S-Z-A. Like S as in like a stitch. Z as in zebra. A as in apple.
Oh, it's a girl.
Yes. SZA. Oh, she's fired. Shout out to SZA.
I gotta listen to that.
Where's she from, bro?
She's from LA, I want to say. I don't know if she's from LA, but I know she's signed.
Talking about album of the year. Who says she's got album of the year, bro?
A lot of people. She's nominated for a Grammy, dog. She's nominated for album of the year for the Grammys.
So she's a nominee.
Watch, but ask
That's
Lucy
big.
about SZA. Ask Lucy about SZA. I guarantee you, Lucy knows who she is.
SZA.
And and for you, Doomy, ask your girl about SZA. I guarantee you, she knows who she is.
SZA. I like it.
If she doesn't, you put your girl on SZA, and you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You say you're welcome.
This coming from the guy that was listening to Justin Bieber when he was.
I never listened to Justin Bieber. I don't even have any albums on my phone, unlike you.
Lies.
I just know that Justin Bieber is a huge star, even if I don't listen to him.
You're a liar.
Because I can be objective.
Sonny in the UK, what up?
What up, Gibbs? What up, Matt? Hey, I don't even know what the other guy's name is. What's the other guy's name?
The other guy's name is Late. Lose weight.
Lake?
No. Tell him your name, Doomy.
Doomsday. Alex.
Hey, Doomsday, what's going on, man? I don't like being a stranger anymore. It feels like we know each other. But hey, I've been sharing a lot of your stuff with my friends in the UK, and we really appreciate how you guys are not biased. You support everyone and anybody. This is a platform which is worth being on. But anyway, I've got to talk about Tyson Fury because I was talking about it earlier on in England on a podcast with Spencer Ferren, which is a very knowledgeable guy in boxing. And the way we look at it, we feel because Tyson Fury hasn't fought for over 2.5 years, and due to what he's gone through and how he's eaten and what Matt was saying, what lifestyle he's lived and whatever other people have been saying, at this moment, we feel Anthony Joshua beats him. But there's never been a Tyson Fury. He is the most unpredictable boxer we've ever seen. He has a talent that we've never, ever seen. He's certainly special. It just depends what Tyson Fury comes back. And if 75, 80% of the Tyson Fury comes back to what he was who beat Klitschko, he has a very good chance of beating Joshua. Because there's never been... Tyson Fury is a fighter. If you've looked at all his previous and past Gibbs, he's a motherfucker who says anything. This is the craziest motherfucker. Before he was fighting with Klitschko, he turned around and said, I'm training for this fight. Then he'll turn around and come out with something else. It's just, the guy is crazy and people pay to see crazy. And this is the biggest fight in the world, in the money fight. I don't see any other fight generating the revenue of this fight. There's no Mayweather money for no one anyway. But this is going to be the biggest revenue, is what we felt on the podcast in England. It surpasses Deontay Wilder. What do you think?
I agree, man. I made an argument for it all show.
I think everyone understands the magnitude.
That's crazy, Gibbs.
Presents.
Yeah,
this guy comes from a lifestyle, right? They don't give a fuck. They're gypsies. This guy really doesn't give a shit. He has that attitude. He is the truth, you know. He might not have fought for 2.5 years, but there's never been a talent like him. He steps up to the table and he has movement, feet movement. The movement this guy has as a 6'9" athlete, we've never seen it. I don't think anyone's ever seen the talent a man like this has got.
Definitely, he definitely has the talent, and it's definitely the money fight. But just how much at those levels, how much advantage do you want to give your fighter? I mean, do you want him to come straight back into an Anthony Joshua fight right away in July? Is that really what they want?
If anyone can do it, is this Doomsday? If anyone can do it, Tyson Fury has said the most craziest things and done it. He's come in a Batman costume and done the most stupidest things that we can't believe who he is. And then he comes and steps up to the plate and what a movement, what a fight. How did he do it? The guy's just unpredictable.
Wait a minute, Sonny.
We don't know.
You're definitely punching after the bell, but I got to stop you because I don't want you painting it out like Tyson has impressed us. He won the Klitschko fight, but we weren't happy. In retrospect, he's getting a lot of credit, Matt. I mean, after it's all said and done, but I mean, this was the fight that it was only 84 punches.
True.
Together, like total punches landed were 84. So like Sonny is saying it in this theatrical voice, like, he's the best. He dances, he moves, he's coming. He put on a suit and he said he would do it and he lost weight. And yeah,
we know this. Yeah, we know
did.
this.
He did do all that, but it wasn't quite as masterful as you're making it out to seem, you know, like in retrospect, yeah, he didn't get hit as much as Joshua did, you know, but his fight wasn't as exciting as Joshua's. It's not going down as the best heavyweight fight of the last decade, and he beat him first. He's not getting half of the popularity that Joshua did, and he beat him first.
Agreed. But we also know that opinions change with time, and this is a what have you done for me lately sport. And, you know, there is, like, we even have times where even if people win just very controversial decisions, enough time passes, we don't care about it being controversial. We don't.
AKA Vladimir Klitschko and Tyson Fury. Like I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
When that first happened, believe me, we were not as happy as Sonny from the UK sounds. But Sonny, thank you for calling in. Really quick before we go to Georgie in Boston. Georgie, I hope you got your shovel out. I'm pretty sure you got a lot of snow out there. Good to see you on the line. Good to see you safe. I do want to remind everyone and direct them to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Today, we did some tweaking on one of our tiers, and the round 10 tier will still include a TBV beer koozie, but we're also going to make that, or it is already, become the monthly raffle tier. We'll have Robert Hearns in charge of picking a monthly winner, and we have a delivery system in place so that monthly the winner will receive their reward. And like I said on an earlier show today, I am taking full blame on all deliveries not being done at a prompt fashion, but do keep in mind that no deliveries are done until a 30 to 90 day period. Then rewards are sent out. But on this round 10 level, rewards will be sent out to the raffle winner every month. So if you are already in there, which is one of our highest tiers, that's why I decided to do it there. So for pre-existing users that already belong to this tier, you don't have to do anything. You just stay there. Monthly, your name will be drawn. So eventually you're going to fucking win. But until you don't win, you know, someone else is going to win. But at least monthly, someone's going to win now. So yeah, and it'll be all type of boxing paraphernalia. And I'm even going to let you guys win a glove in there from time to time. Not all the time, time to time, because if you want a glove, you got to be a pound for pounder. But we will be doing autographed gloves. We'll be doing shirts. We'll be doing, you know, look, I even got Earl Spence hand wraps. I mean, fight day hand wraps. We can do so many things. Press kits, fight posters. You know, I got tons of stuff, and we receive tons of stuff. I'm getting confirmation here on heading out to Earl Spence for Tuesday. So who knows what we'll get there. Let's get out to Georgie in Boston.
Yo, first of all, let me say, I don't pay showtime to see you all there, not even putting a goddamn motherfucking effort. If I want to see two motherfuckers just fight, I pick up a fight with somebody in the street. Don't need that shit. You don't love that form I do? Just move along. Gone. Fuck you. Next. What a great show. Thumbs up, donate. Oh, it's Armageddon out there, B. Armageddon. Listen, B. What's up with this Alvarado coming out of the woodwork, getting that paycheck? That man get a chance. Be honest, man. Be honest.
Was there a question there?
Yo.
I definitely didn't hear a question.
Alvarado got a chance.
No. I mean, maybe.
Alvarado got a goddamn chance.
He shouldn't, right? But we didn't think Horn had a chance.
Yo, imagine that shit. Alvarado wins, and then fucking Rio wins. That would be fucked up right there.
Yo, actually,
man, come on with
no. Actually, Georgia, you've said some crazy shit over the years, but if that happened,
hilarious.
That might be magical. That might be that's the essence of boxing, bro. Like, that's the Rocky story, you know, a guy you think is done. I mean, they would truly end up being our generation's Gotti Ward if they were able to both get those wins, then have that third fight at that magnitude. Damn, that would be insane.
Ain't that the fourth fight? That would be the fourth fight.
I thought it was 2.
They've had 3.
They've had 3?
I thought they've had 3.
3. Yeah, Rio's fighting 2 out of 3.
Damn.
That's why I don't think Alvarado gonna do shit. Alvarado always doing coke and drinking, man. That man ain't dedicated.
Wait, I thought he was I thought he was a pothead. I never heard coke stories.
Yeah, nigga does it all. Anyway, let me not be talking shit Alvarado before he show up and kick my ass.
You're right.
Listen,
It's three Alvarado fights Rio's had.
Yo, what's going on with yo, this is crazy, man. These UK fans, I love you UK people, man, but you better stop with that Fury shit. This man, that's right. He gotta come out 100 pounds just to get in shape. And you think he's gonna make a good performance? That's seriously doubted. And money-wise, that you guys talking about, like, oh, he may sell. No, listen. They rob Little Fury so they can have the Parker AJ. Because Parker got 2 countries behind it. How the fuck the UK alone? I mean, it's possible because UK fans, they that crazy with boxing, but it makes more sense that between the United States, Australia, and New Zealand, you can collect more money out of 3 countries than out of 1 country. So therefore, I mean, Klitschko making more money not Klitschko, Fury and AJ making more money than Parker AJ. I don't know, man. That don't fly. Anyways, everybody out there, support, donate. I don't have a lot to say. I'm outie.
Georgie, sign the fucking contract, you puss.
I'm gonna break it down this way, Georgie.
Sign the contract.
In terms of economics, Joseph Parker is not the biggest star in New Zealand. New Zealand's a very small market. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua is a very, very big fight in a medium market in the UK. That means that the overall revenue they can gain in that one market in the UK will probably be greater than the added revenue of just New Zealand and whatever drawing power Joseph Parker has over there, let alone what sort of TV deal and international distribution rights they can get in New Zealand to sort of capitalize and monetize those viewers in that fandom. So it's,
Parker has to gain some fans.
like, you got to think about this. Like, this could be a 2 million plus pay-per-view buy rate in the UK. That's never been done before in the history of UK pay-per-view. They can make a lot more money making this fight in-house in the UK because the magnitude of it in that market outweighs it in, let's say,
they could probably raise the price.
Oh, they will 100% raise the price for this one.
Let's go out to Scorsese. Talk to us.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah. As always.
Man, y'all got the game fucked up. Justin Bieber is hot, bro. Justin Bieber get feet. Man, that diving cold water shit, that sorry shit. What's some more of that? Even the first joint, baby, man, that boy hot, man. Quit playing. I'm not even finna play
Yo,
with y'all.
FYI, Sorry is on the album I'm talking about. Matt just doesn't know nothing, bro.
But Baby was not. That was back before the 20.
Yeah, but all right. But Scorsese, you telling me you was driving in your fucking car playing Baby?
That was the number one
Baby. No, it does matter, Matt. That's what the fuck I'm trying to explain. That yes, he is popular, but to a completely different demographic. Doesn't have dollars. Doesn't have dollars, motherfucker. They not buying Floyd Mayweather pay-per-views. They're getting their mother to buy them CDs of Justin fucking Bieber.
Their mother to buy the pay-per-view.
They are not convincing their mother to buy a $79 pay-per-fucking view. Stop.
It was back then.
Through all of that, I was just singing in my head, what do you mean? That shit, look, man, I don't know what
Again, that's the album I'm talking about, not the one he's talking about.
I don't even know what y'all argument was about because I was late to the party. But the boy the boy hot, man. But to my car, whoever that was just jerking off Tyson Fury like that, man, you make boxing look so bad. We look so desperate. a dude can go cheat on us and do cocaine, and we just sitting at the door like, come back, lose weight, and come back. Man, get your desperate ass on, man. Stop it, bro. So many more people roam these streets, bro. We shouldn't bring this man back to no paycheck. Like Ness said, 87 punches, bro. Come on, man. Ain't nobody with that.
84.
Dog. What 80, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't care, man. Ridiculous amount of energy around him when you were bored after the fight. He sit up there and he treated you like shit, treated all the boxing like stepchilds, and now everybody just supposed to beg and sit at his feet. Nah, man, I'm not rocking with that, man. I mean, the Mikey Garcia get the same kind of treatment too. He ain't getting no riff for not fighting Easter, fighting Linares, and talking about I'm gonna be a 4-division champion because I'm fighting Lippy.
Yo, FYI, Robert Easter made it sound like on my call today that you know, like it kind of sounds like Mikey ducked him. He's like, for the money that Mikey was offered, the fight should have been made.
Limb Nuts. Yeah, he gonna fight Limb Nuts instead, and he's still on everybody pound for pound list. Like, man, I'm just shit crazy. Pacquiao. I don't even see why Terence Crawford should fight the dude, because if you don't knock him out at this point, it's like, yo, it was set up for you to knock him out. If you just run around the ring and 12-round decision, people gonna say, yo, Spence would have beat the mess out of him. Thurman would have beat the mess out of him. What are you doing? So I really ain't even feeling that Crawford Pacquiao mess, because I don't even think Crawford gonna fight that way. He just need to do something else in the division. Pacquiao need to go on home. And Bivol, I don't know. VADA, Sullivan Barrera, he pop off at the mouth all the time. You know, come on, man. Tell that dude to shut up. That's my call.
All right, Idris in the UK, talk to us.
Hey, what's going on, man? Long time at that.
What up?
What are we talking about, man? I'm not gonna lie, man.
We talking about everything. We're talking rumors of Mike Alvarado taking on Manny Pacquiao in a comeback fight. We're talking about negotiations with Hurd and Lara. We're talking Bivol Barrera, Bivol not wanting to do VADA, Jacobs, Spike O'Sullivan in negotiations. We're talking Tyson Fury asking Joshua to fight him right now in July before any tune-ups. We're talking so much.
First of all, yeah, that Hurd and Lara fight, that's got my 100% interest in it. I'm always for unification and that, yeah. Anyway, since we're talking rumors, have you heard the latest rumors about Amir Khan signing for Matchroom and being on the Park of Joshua undercard?
Have not. But there was rumors that a big announcement was coming in 10 days. Maybe you got it earlier.
Yeah, it might be that. Well, it's only, I think you lot have been doing the show while I heard this little rumors on Twitter and shit. But anyway, I want to talk about someone, in it. I want to talk about Billy Joe Saunders. I want to ask you guys something, innit? How many champions right now have a better resume than him? Where's this guy's respect?
Gennady Golovkin, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
What? How's Alvarez got a better resume?
Mikey Garcia.
Mikey Garcia? Are you tripping? Come on, fam.
What?
How's are you not?
What? Wait a minute. You guys are putting Lomachenko at pound for pound #1, and Mikey beat all those guys.
I don't have him as pound for pound.
It doesn't matter who you have. The world has.
I have Crawford.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The world has.
At the end of the day, you've named 3 champions. 2 of them I don't even disagree with that have better resumes than him. And you guys ain't even got Billy Joe Saunders in your number 10 pound for pound.
Well, we don't deal with pound for pound on this show.
Yeah, what I'm saying, man, a lot of people are forgetting. They're not giving this guy the proper respect. People talk about Tyson Fury.
What do you mean?
No. Listen, Idris. Listen. I would love to just let you make your call, but you're sounding a lot like Sonny over here, but just for another guy. Listen, let's not fucking forget that Billy Joe Saunders hasn't been doing shit for like 2 years. Sitting the fuck around. All he did now was beat David Lemieux. Whip the fucking dude. Everyone's getting a little bit overexcited. We weren't as happy. We weren't as happy. Were you as happy with Billy Joe Saunders 1 fight ago? You wasn't fucking waving your Billy Joe Saunders flag a fight ago.
Of my life, I've been with Billy Joe Saunders since the beginning, but that's a different story. What I'm saying now,
when he was fighting Wolverine, you was not staking your claim in Billy Joe Saunders.
He's not obviously everyone's favorite person personally, rather than boxing skills. And that's why people keep him away from the pound for pound top 10, because they've been trying to shit on him for a while. And now they see the proof. They're still like, nah, I don't like that guy. You know what I'm trying to say? All I'm saying is there's not many fighters. There's barely any
Mikey's pound for pound
right
then.
now.
Mikey's pound for pound.
What makes Mikey pound for pound that makes Billy Joe Saunders not pound
All
for
the
pound?
fucking fighters that Mikey's fought, plus he's moved up. Billy Joe ain't moved nowhere. Billy Joe ain't moved nowhere. First of all, pound for pound. No. First of all, at least to be considered pound for pound, you got to move up. He ain't moved nowhere. You gotta move up.
Mikey Garcia, what is he doing? He's 135. He's not even a proper WBC champ. How can you have this be two
He's
WBC
not
champions?
proper. He's
year?
not a proper WBC champion, but fucking Billy Joe Saunders is a proper WBO champion.
Yeah, he's a proper champion. Look at his resume. Yeah, what's he done? He fought fucking Willie Monroe in September and beat David Lemieux in December. He's back out in training and stuff. Look, I'm telling you right now.
Is your mic good?
Everyone's pound for pound list, and pound for pound
No,
list
it ain't.
is a mix between the eye test and accomplishments. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Resume. And right now, he's got every single thing. When you ain't considering him, how can you put Michael Garcia in then? You ain't got thing. You ain't got in, what do you call it?
I don't have anybody, Idris. I don't believe in pound for pound. It's you, but I'm just saying, for you to come on here acting like nobody got a better resume when I just named a bunch of guys and that's off top.
Right, go on, let's go through the resume. Let's go through his resume. Canelo's resume. You said Canelo's got better wins in his resume than fucking Billy Joe Saunders. Let's check that out, innit? How?
Dude, the bell rung, Idris. You know that. So you're punching after the bell. I'm going to keep it moving.
Well,
but I will answer. No, I will answer a few of those in closing as I'm leaving you.
Nes, can I jump in here, please? Can I please jump in here? Because you guys were going back and forth and I never got to jump in. Okay, I assume you letting me jump in. Canelo fought Ezulandi Lara. Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto is an automatic Hall of Famer. Billy Joe Saunders has never beaten a Hall of Famer yet. But put that in perspective, Idris. So yes, we may not be thinking Billy Joe Saunders is the top 10 pound for pound because he's not even the number one guy in his division. But let's all be completely honest here, Idris. You listen to the show. Did we not all come on this show in the live fight chat and the media reaction for Billy Joe Saunders, David Lemieux, and praise Billy Joe Saunders? Did the public perception not change after that fight? So I don't get where you think this perceived hate for Billy Joe Saunders is. There's not hate there. We've been giving him his credit after this Lemieux win. So I don't get why your criticism is there. There's no criticism.
Well,
it's valid criticism.
His criticism is general, though. It's not to us.
It's general. Generally, it is that case. Generally speaking, the fans, the media have switched their tune on Billy Joe Saunders.
Man, tell Billy.
Yeah, this last fight definitely gave him a new light. You know.
Hell yeah, it gave him new light. We didn't even give a fuck a few months ago, so I don't know what he's talking about. Tell Billy Joe go fight Jamal Charlos if you want to prove something. Anyway, nice. That'll be a good fight. Final thoughts. Pacquiao, Alvarado, I'm cool with it, and it's because, like Matt said, I'm old. And old comes wisdom. And wisdom, there comes just knowledge. And this is boxing. A guy that's a superstar needs a guy like Alvarado to get him back on a saddle. Jarrett Hurd, Islam Lara. I like it. I want it. Hurd would be getting Lara at the right time. Lara would prove something if he's able to beat Jarrett Hurd, not only because it's a unification, but because this is one big-ass fucking junior middleweight. And in closing, I want to ask you guys in the comment section, why is Hurd calling out Lara when Charlo was very vocal in wanting to fight him, even saying in numerous interviews with us, fuck everyone, with us on our YouTube channel. Go check it out. And while you're there, check out our Tyson Fury new trainer, David Benson, who Dove from the UK did an excellent interview, which is on fire on our YouTube channel. Check it out there. And you can check out Jamal Charlo telling Adam Sperber that a win over Hurd would come easier than his knockout of Erickson Lubin. So I say to Jarrett Hurd, why are you calling out Lara and not Charlo? Bivol Barrera, who cares? Jacobs O'Sullivan, who cares? Fury, Joshua, Eddie, jump on it. Do it now. Do it now. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. To all my Texas people, I'll be in Fort Worth on the 8th through the 10th. If you want to rock out with NestGTO, I will be at the Earl Spence gym for a couple days, beating on him. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I'm gonna do border wars. I might as well get some sparring with a pro that the world thinks is all that in a bag of chips.
We believe you. You need more people. But very quickly, before we jump off, when was that 24/7 with Bieber and Mayweather? What year was that? Do you remember?
Damn, I don't.
What fight was that? Do you remember what fight that was specifically?
I don't. But I want to say that I remember that the house had big windows. The Bieber, I want to say, was maybe wearing baby blue.
But I'll say this: Bieber was already a multi-platinum selling artist in 2010 by the age of 16.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that out there, numbers wise.
In 2010, you're saying in 2010 he was 16.
Yeah.
2010.
That was before the Showtime deal, so it could be on 24/7 still.
Yeah, no, definitely is a 24/7. Definitely is a 24/7. Because Bieber, I'm telling you, he was young. But listen, 2010, that was like, hell no. Bieber was not dominating the charts then.
Yo, he was a multi-platinum selling artist, and he was already #1 on the charts.
Yeah, he was already top 1.
He was #1 that year.
Yeah, for kids though.
The charts overall, it doesn't matter.
It wasn't Hot 97, buddy.
But it transitioned over.
His music wasn't on Hot 97 in 2010.
When he make his transition, he was
a Z100 ass.
This is my outro. Step back, stay in your lane. I'm Matt Dipson. You can find me at Mixed Combat News on Twitter, TVV on Instagram. Mixed Combat Radio is my MMA podcast. Check that out. Did a live fight chat for the Cyborg and Holly Holm fight, so go check that out. And also, Standing Game out live 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Check that out. Solo Dolo. # stay in your lane. Peace.
Matt, you are an outro.
Call you outro head.
I don't know what that means.
Call you Beardo. And my name is Alex Doomsday Lainez. That's Alex_Doomsday_Lainez, Lainez on IG. Facebook, Alexander Lainez. And on Twitter, Alex Lainez.
60 seconds.
Yo, shout out to Brandon Lee Rios, aka Bam Bam. Nobody knew that, right?
Bam Bam.
How your name Brandon Lee? Like, isn't that Bruce Lee's son's name?
Yes, it is.
So his dad was totally into Bruce Lee. Leroy.
Maybe.